Yo, what's going on stream? What's good? All right. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. We have a coaching session. We're going to be coaching some subscribers. They actually sent me some VODs, so this is going to be a VOD review session. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm excited for this one. Let's go through. Hey Jay, if you're a sub, you don't. Oh, you're not a sub. I thought you were a sub. Yeah, if you're a sub, you don't get ads. No way you're not a sub, but you're a mod. That's pretty crazy. I got a tip it. That's pretty crazy. I got to respect it. All right. Let's go through. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to start off by going through some VOD reviews, and then we may do some gameplay or some FC and stuff like that. So we're going to get straight into the first one, chat. We're going to get straight into the first one. This is going to be the layout. I think it should be okay. Let me just really quickly see how the chat's going to be. Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to look on the chat, but like with the multi-chat, but we're going to just go through it anyways. But yeah, we're gonna test it out. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. If there's any questions, let me know. I'm gonna try stopping it throughout the video, maybe pausing it and stuff and going through it like that. But I think we should be good. Everything looks like it's all set. Okay, we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube. All right, we're chilling. We're gonna get right into this one. Again, any questions you guys have, let me know. And then after the video, what we do is we'll pause it throughout the video and we'll kind of discuss, okay? But yeah, let's get right into it. Thank you guys for joining in, man. I appreciate it. What's going on, Jay? What's going on, Red? What's going on, everyone? Thank you guys so much for chilling with us today. We're gonna go through it in a second. Let's get right into it. All right, let's go. Like I said, we'll pause the VOD, go through some thought processes, and then in between gameplay, every few like 10-15 minutes, we'll answer some questions, go through any questions you guys have in the chat. This is your chance for any live questions you guys have, because yeah, it'll be a good chance for you guys to ask any live questions. But I'm going to set up. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh, I see the chat's actually there. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm actually going to have to move the chat. I'm going to have to take the multi-chat off for this section. What I'll do is I'll create a chat section, but for now I'm going to keep it off for this bit. I don't think we need the multi-chat just for this specific tab. We're going to get rid of it. Okay, let's go, chat. Let's get into this one. My voice is going, bro. I'm not gonna lie, my voice is actually going. Should be good. It's so weird because I've only got my two screens. So it's hard for me to see and make sure everything's working okay, but we're just gonna have to trust the process, see if it's okay. All right, chat, ready? Let's run it. Let's run it.
Welcome.
Yo, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching some subscribers play some gameplay. It's going to be the boys Octi, War, J-Rules, and Bo once again. We're going to be breaking down some subscriber gameplay. This is going to be a VOD review showing them what they did well, things they could have done better, all that good stuff. Sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. So right now we're on invasion control, and again we're going to be highlighting mainly the yellow team here. That's our focus. So we're going to go through and just see what we're working with. So right now they're actually on the defense, and I want to talk about the defensive setup. I'm actually a fan of spreading the map, so I like what they did here. I like the way they started off. Okay, so let's go through and talk about it. In this scenario, they can clearly see the blue team going there. So what they've done is they've not only held it from different angles, they've actually spread the map. So now when the blue team push out, they have many people to worry about. They have to worry about the left and they have to worry about the right. So I kind of like what they did there. I think it's a good way of playing it. Now, we didn't get to see the first 5 seconds, so I don't know how they know that no one's through middle, but I'm sure they got some information. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's go forward and see what happens there. So you see we're playing it. Oh, okay, a little bit of lag there. Anyways, the team goes through perfect 4 down. Okay, so when you get 4 down in this scenario, okay, there's one thing that I want to see from this team. What I want to see is the perfect setup. I want to see them get the ultimate setup here, because when you get 4 down, you have that opportunity, you have that luxury to get a very, very good setup. So let's go through it. Let's show them. Let me explain what I think they should do, and then we'll see what they should do. What they do, sorry. So in this scenario, when I'm thinking about the ultimate setup, I'm thinking from the defense side, I want somebody around middle tank. I want somebody around there on the right tank. I want somebody, I would say, pushed up around there. And the 4th player could honestly be around there if you want. That's kind of, for me, a really good setup, because they're going to spawn back there. And this is like the perfect setup. What you're trying to do is you're not trying to do anything crazy. You're simply just trying to keep them trapped in, okay? So all I want to do is keep them trapped in to this area here. And these are my kind of 4 power spots. So like that, like that, like that. And then what I want is this line to be quite fluid, okay? So let's say, for example, this player dies. What I want then is I want number 1 to rotate that way. I want number 4 to then hold middle. You see, I want a bit more fluidity from the team here. So what we're going to do now is on our actual map, we're going to show what I want them to do, and then we're going to see what they actually end up doing. Now, there's no one way to play it. You could definitely have different variations, but I just want to see what kind of what they end up doing here, because it's quite interesting. So let me go through the marker, and yeah, so like I said, I want someone around this area here. I want someone around there. I want someone around there and someone around that tank, okay? So these are the areas I want them to be in, but let's go through and see where they actually go.
And they're just ripping it to shreds.
So immediately, the first thing we get is not really their fault, but as soon as they get those kills, you can see the enemy spawns up quite quickly. So it's a little bit hard for them to get that optimal setup that I wanted, but let's see what they do anyways. So you see they spawn at that ice cream area. Now this is going to be a very difficult thing. So War has to kind of read this spawn and honestly just see what he can do here. So he's going to go through. War's in a position now where he's by himself, okay? So now he's in a 1 versus 4. So I like 7 going through. The only problem we have now is, like you guys just saw with the spawns, they are now going to be a little bit behind. So what they need to do now is they need to make sure they get another wave of kills. Before they activate this full-on trap, they need to get another wave of kills there. So let's see what happens. So we're going through. You see War's by himself and instantly gets stunned there. So he's going to back away. And now he's in a 1v4. So again, I think this is where number 7 needs to be a little bit faster here. In this scenario where they weren't able to get that spawn trap that we wanted. So you can see right now, War goes through. I think right now they need to be a little bit faster. Number 8 and number 6. I think War and, who is it? Number 8 and number 7. So Rules and Bo need to be a bit quicker helping Wars out. One of them needs to go through middle. So this is fine. I don't mind this play here. And you can see they clearly have everything locked down, okay? So again, I don't know what's going on in the comms right now, but if I was to guess what was going on, I would say this. I would say Bo's calling out middle. Bo's saying, look, I've got middle. We don't need to worry about middle, okay? I've got middle. So you guys don't worry about middle. And the Rules is also saying I've got the left, okay? So that should give me the information that Bo's got middle, Rules has got left. They should all be coming through the right with that information in hand. Now, one thing I don't love is I don't love the angle that Bo's sitting at. Now, I understand why he's doing it because I believe he has a submachine gun. So I understand why he's doing it. But again, this is where I think just, using an AR will probably help him out a bit more because of scenarios like this. Because he's using a submachine gun, he then has to play this angle. He doesn't want to overcommit. So he actually can't see this area here. He can't see how many people are crossing here. So he doesn't really have a lot of information. He just has a cross, okay? So that's the reason they don't know how many people are on the right. But like I said, War's in a good spot. He's by himself. He needs to play his life here. So the first thing I want to see again is stun grenade. The fact that he hasn't used a stun yet, I really want to speak to him about it. It's something that we speak about a lot, but equipment is so useful. Like in this scenario, they get 4 down. I need to see more equipment usage. As they go through right now, they go across. One thing I would like to see is Bo getting a bit more aggressive on that tank and basically helping War. Like if he could imagine this setup instead, okay? So by the way, when we look at our optimal setup, they're very close to what I said, which is really good from them. Very, very close. However, the only problem is because the team on blue pushed out slightly, they now need to get another wave, then get in that setup. So what I would like to see now is, and as number 5 helps, I would like to see number 8 go into a better spot. And this is where I think the weapon's so useful, right? Because Bo not having an AR here has kind of limited the team. You can kind of see it. Him sitting here like this. Can you see the disconnect we have? Like, if I looked on paper purely, this is a little bit of a risky scenario because you got 4 down and now you're in a position where if they get 1 kill on number 2, they've basically got the B point for free. So what I would like to see is number 4, in this case, Bo, go through, stand around there, have number 3 maybe push up a little bit as well and just set up a bit more of a pinch here. I feel like they're playing a bit too passive. And then what you have from that scenario is War can give information and they can start playing together now. As they're fighting, Bo can go across and he's just a little bit more annoying, to deal with. Instead of sitting here and watching the cross, I would like to see him pushed up around there, right? So if we look on the actual map here, instead of Bo being right there, I would like to see him around this area being a bit annoying. That way they can't cross for free. He's going to stand there. He's being annoying. So when they cross, he's getting information, getting some shots off and just being annoying while they wait for number 5. They're buying time for number 5 to push through. I think it's a lot better as a play. Again, not a bad play, not a bad position to be in. I'm just saying I want to see a little bit more pacing here. And I just wanted to talk about that team comp. So now you see Bo actually starting to move, which is great. So they actually did exactly what I wanted, which is really good. I think the enemy team's actually playing really poor here, and the way they're set up. You can see there's actually 4 of them. There's 4 people on the enemy team all watching the front. So this is where Bo can make a really good pinch here. So he's going to go through again. Stun goes in. This is great work. He stuns one. War ends up dying there. The trades are going in. This is great pinch, by the way. I love this pinch from number 7. So one thing I have to say they did a really good job on is the pinch here. What I didn't see last time when I was watching the first hard point is this level of teamwork consistently. I saw some levels of teamwork, but this is like different level. This is exactly what I want to see when I'm watching this team, is that level of teamwork. The pinch was excellent. All 4 players push up and the red team collapse on them. Okay, so really good play. I'm very impressed with that. They go through and they go for a almost flawless pinch here, but let's see what happens on the next wave. So that's 2 down. That should be the 3rd down, and honestly they just lose a few gunfights. They end up getting the trade, and that's perfect. So now again with Bo, if I'm Bo, now I'm sitting on that tank. So again, we're going forward to get that perfect setup. So again, they're doing a really good job. I have no complaints right now. Let's look at their setup and look at the optimal setup once again. So in terms of the optimal setup, what do we say? We want, the thing is now they have more chance of doing the optimal setup than earlier. Why? Because the blue team are further back. That's the most important thing, right? So Bo's going to be on this head glitch. I hope he picked up an MCW. In this scenario, if I'm number 6 here, don't worry about the arrow, the numbers on the attack map. Just worry about the arrows. We're trying to set them up same as this, right? So as we go through right now, I'm thinking, okay, we have good pressure at B. We need a bit more pressure at A and a little bit more at middle, right? So if I'm number 6 now, this is what I mean by shifting the pressure and working as a team, okay? I'm hoping that War works together with number 7 here to shift the map a little bit. I'm not really worried about this push here, because you got number 8 and number 5 watching it. I'm really not worried about that. I have a lot of confidence in those 2 that they can at least pre-end the head glitch and be fine there. So what I want to see from my teammates here is I want to see number 6 and number 7 kind of push through together and hold middle and A. That's what I want to see here. So let's see exactly what they do. So I'm trying to see War push up, maybe go a little bit to the left here, and eventually kind of push around and trap them in like that. That will be a really good play in my opinion. But let's just see how they kind of play this and what they do here. So let's play it out. So War goes through, he ends up getting weak there, backs away. To number 5, again, number 5 helping. I don't mind this play, but for me, if you're number 5, if you're Octi right now, I get what you're doing. This is fine. Help him in the short run. But I really think you should prioritize helping Bo here as soon as you get this shot off. So right now, as soon as he gets his shots off, perfect. Back away and help Bo. But now you're seeing Bo's getting outnumbered. And that's the small disconnect. Again, it's just about, sometimes you can't do everything at once, right? Sometimes you have to prioritize a push. And I think right there, Octi had the right play in mind of like, oh, I need to help War. But I really do believe that Bo was a priority there to keep alive because of his position. I think War was in a better spot. The other guy wasn't really going to kill him. And your other teammate, in this case, J Rules, was behind you, right? So Rules was going to be able to help him and you weren't in too much danger. So I just think you could be a little bit better there in terms of helping your teammate. Maybe helping Bo out could have been slightly more useful because now Bo's dead. You go through. Yes, you get the trade, but now you're 3v4, right? And look at number 3. Number 3's backed off number 6. And now they just have a bit more map control. So you're giving them a bit more to work with. You see, you go through, you end up getting traded here, I'm assuming. And yeah, there you go. So now you guys lose that position, right? So just small differences. It's not that you played it bad. It's just the fact that when War was weak there, I would have preferred you holding your ground. I'm not sure. Again, maybe that's a comm thing. You guys are in the comms, right? So maybe War was doing a panic comm, or maybe you just reacted to a red dot. Again, I'm not really sure, but that's up to you guys to just evaluate and say, right, why did we do that? Why did we give up the helping with Bo there? Because Bo knew there was at least 2-3 people in front of him, right? So Bo was in a really good spot. He just needed a bit more cover fire. So in that scenario, I think you guys can just ask each other, right, what happened there? And maybe it was a comm like War might have commed, oh, one's on me, and Octi might have reacted to help him, or maybe, you know, again, I don't really know what's going on there, but it's just about you guys understanding, saying, right, why did we do that? Okay, maybe next time we shouldn't have a panic comm because that panic comm made me react. So again, I know you guys are good teammates to each other. No one's really toxic, so it's good. You guys can have that conversation. And those are things people don't see on the scoreboard, right? It's like the way you're communicating, the things you're saying to each other to give that urgency and stuff like that. And now you're going through again, War's holding middle, and you can see the domino effect it actually had because you guys were in such a good spot there. Probably should have basically had a spawn trap guaranteed, but now you can see it's actually the other side. They go through, they end up pinching the map here, a little bit difficult. And this is once again the domino effect I wanted to talk about. I want you to pay attention to the mini map here. I want you to pay attention to number 3. 3 goes through. Now look at this domino effect this has had, right? On the tac maps, what you're going to see is the setup I wanted you guys to hold, okay? This is the setup I wanted you guys to hold. Something like this. when like just now. Obviously my optimal setup's a bit different, but right now this is what I wanted you guys to kind of hold, okay? And like I said, if you need shifting, you can shift whenever you need help, right? Another good setup is like this. If you have 2 people on B, maybe 1 through middle, 1 like that, this is also a very good setup because you trap them in. But again, if the pressure goes to A, then you need to react. It all comes down to where the pressure is coming from. But in this scenario, let's just play it like this, okay? Let's just play it like kind of like this. I always like having somebody on this tank. Always, always, always. And even if you have somebody back here, just stretching the map out, it's very hard for them to do anything on the A street. They have to kill you first. Someone on this tank is very broken. And then if you want, you could have had this player free roaming. As soon as, no, let's keep him there. Let's keep him there how we had it earlier. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep it like this. In this scenario, this player was coming through like this, okay? This wasn't a terrible scenario. It was okay. Obviously, we didn't have info at A, but like I said, as number 1 comes up, he should be able to help out and get that information, right? But what we have now, look at the problem. Now number 7's pushed up because Octi dies, and now look, number 3, he made a great play, by the way. That play, again, doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but look what he does. He actually goes through, he doesn't shoot, so that they don't know he's at A. 3 of his teammates are at B right now, and they go across, they get the information. Good kill from Bo, good trade egg. Bo goes through, he gets aggressive. Good dolphin dive. I mean, I don't love the dolphin dive, but it worked out okay. But guess what? A is getting captured. Now the panic starts to set in. What do they do now? This is where it gets scary because B is more than likely going to get captured anyways as the round progresses. But when you lose A, that's when it gets really, really scary because then it could potentially go to that round 5 offense and nobody wants that. So right now, I just think they have to do a little bit of a better job at maintaining that position, okay? So let's see what happens there. And he ends up getting the first tick. Now, if we look at the minimap, how many people are there? How many people were there? So War was there by himself, trying to go through, and he's getting like, he's basically in a 1v1 for the point right now. You don't want to be in this scenario. You don't want to have this much pressure on the point. It wasn't the end of the world, but I think it was just a good play from the opponent to set that up, to be honest with you. I think it was a really good play to set that up. Again, 6 goes through. This is great. War pushes that tank. I love this. This is a lot better now. And this is the first time we've seen that left side kind of taken care of. And now you can see the urgency. It's going to be difficult for the blue team here, but let's see what happens. Goes through. Again, great play. Want to see a bit more patience out of War there, just holding that angle. It's 2 down. He gives it up to go middle. I understand. But again, you're seeing the same thing. Goes through and then gets taken out there. So if I'm War in that scenario, what do I do differently in an ideal world?
But they will end up dropping down.
I think one thing he could have done is like, I think right now if you're War, like I mentioned earlier, like you have the map control here. Like you guys have a lot of map control. Number 7 is watching middle, right? Like J Rules is watching middle. I don't think you need to panic about that, if I'm completely honest. Like I don't think middle you need to panic about because you've got a decent setup. Like you've got an okay setup here. What do you have? You have someone here kind of holding that area. You got somebody on the far left. You have another player pushing that area, and then you have somebody spawning out, right? In this situation, you have 1 blue player there, and you have 3 going to the left here. They're not really doing anything crazy. You guys still have an okay position, but let's see what happens. Let's play this out again. I think right there. So what I would have probably preferred, and this is what I meant by stretching the map, it's a very important concept that I really, really think you guys should start applying, is in this situation, I want you to look at the actual map where War is, okay? So War's standing right there. We're going to circle it on our attack maps where he is. So War's right there, okay? In my head, if I'm War, the one thing I want to do is I want to stop this player from getting across. I want to stop him from getting across here. So one thing I like to do, and I've actually done this many times and it's always helped me out, is simply stretch the map out by going backwards. What you then do is this player number 4, this blue player, he physically cannot run past without engaging with your fight. But because you created that space for yourself, he can't really do anything. He has to take his time. And right now, the one thing you guys have is time. You guys have time because you're in defense, right? Their job is to secure the point. Your job is to let the time go out without losing it. So time is on your side, and this gives you more time than anything. So I would have preferred you, instead of sitting there, stretch the map out and just hold this angle. Why? Because you could then see this whole cross. You could see this whole cross. If you then feel like he's dolphin dived across and got through, you can then act on that information, tell a teammate, maybe number 3 helps you out and you pinch him or something. But what you did instead is you kind of gave away that position. You backed away and you took a 50-50. You went through middle, but you gave away the whole of the left, which we should never be giving up. You never want to catch a bad timing here, okay? And the problem you have is you're going to see it now when we play it out. Your teammates are fighting there. Your teammates are going through. 1 gets killed. They both get killed now. Rules gets a massive 2 before he dies, by the way. And you remember where 1 player is. So you should be looking for number 2. And look at this timing. So what I would have preferred you, instead of being there, what I would have preferred is you play patient. You be around there. Watch this cross. You get this kill. If you get this kill now, you then push up and you keep the other 3 trapped. Number one's by himself. That's fine. The other three spawn up there. You get them trapped. You see the domino effect it has? You have a much better position than you currently have. So now we're going to go through and look what happens instead. You end up, you know, catching a bad timing. You're watching middle, but again, you kind of let go of the left here. You go through. Now there's a high chance you get this kill, but just like you saw, because of the timing, you're relying on a bit of luck there. You end up dying. We have an unfortunate gunfight, but now the map control shifts again. Now the map control shifts again. We're always trying to prioritize the map control. Look at the map now. They have that much map control. They have 2/3 of the map, and it's going to be a little bit difficult here. Why? Because if they get one wave of kills, this one's going to be over. This one's going to be over. He goes through. Rules ends up trading that, so it works out okay. They do get the B point. Again, just make it a little bit scarier than it needs to be. So let's see what you could do here. I think you guys should be able to close this one out, to be honest. I don't really have any... I think you guys should be able to close this one out. I'm confident you guys close this one out. So Octi goes back. Again, great off angle. Unfortunately, gets taken out here. You guys are putting a lot of pressure on the right. I'm okay with this. Let's see what happens. So again, number seven here. If you're number 7, okay, your teammates are calling out. Like right now. Your teammates should be calling out. Again, I don't know what's going on. I'm just assuming here. But I'm assuming your teammates are calling out 3 people here. Like you guys know there's at least 2 or 3 people here. You know that like fights are going down here, okay? So if you're number 7 right now, there's only 2 spots for you to possibly be to help your team. One is these tanks here, or somewhere around this area, or 2 is this middle tank, okay? Now for me personally, it's the exact same thing. If my number 7 right now, instead of sitting here, if you, J Rules, can lock down this left side of the map, you are then isolating this whole side. You are funneling the blue team through there and through middle. All you then need is 1 AR to sit in middle tank. You now have 2/3 of the map. So in this scenario, what I would have preferred is you look at the kill feed, work together as a team and say, right, especially now, especially when he gets like 2 kills, so that there's 1. So right now, I don't mind you backing away, but as soon as like you go through, I would have preferred you staying on those tanks and watching over. And then as soon as they get those kills, you still know you have a lot of time, right? So you can work for the spawn trap guy and then back away because you just want to have some map pressure. I don't mind. I understand why you did this because your teammates lost their gunfight. So I'm not saying it's a bad play. I'm just giving another like kind of, I think right there, your teammates need to play a bit better at playing their life. Like you guys should set up a trap here, basically. That's kind of my whole point. Like right now, look, Octi goes in by himself. But again, you guys aren't setting up a trap. You see how you guys are going through? You guys should be setting up a trap for number 7. Number 7 like gets the first kill. He should be able to push up now, and you guys should be able to trap them in. Like you don't need to be aggressive here. That's my point. Like you guys should hold good angles, let them run into you, and trap them. And every time you get the kill, they then spawn out for J Rules' spawn trap. That's kind of what I wanted. So right now, what I wanted is Rules pushed up like there. You guys playing better positions, trapping them in, so they have to push through middle, or they have to go around, but you guys are in good head glitches, good AR positions, because you know that J Rules has the whole of the mid cross. So you know exactly where they're coming from. They have to come through the B street. And that's what I mean by teamwork, just setting up those bigger pushes for the bigger picture. Let's go through. You end up dying there. Now Rules has to back away. And you can see you guys lose some map control here. He's going to go through. Now he picks up the left. He should be able to get that one. So he goes through. And because he's a bit late there, you see he ends up dying. Okay, I don't know how he doesn't die there. You know what? Fair play. This is exactly what I want to see from you earlier. So what you did now was excellent. That's exactly what I want to see from you earlier. So fair play. This is great from you. Great from you. Unfortunately, Visuals gets a 2-piece middle, which we need to quickly address and see what happened there. Because again, I don't think he should be getting a free 2-piece. So he goes through. He gets the first kill on number 8 there. So right now, again, I think the trades need to be slightly better here from number 6 and number 8. So Bo goes through, War goes across. And honestly, I think the guy just fries him. Great gunfight. Rules did a good job though. Really good job getting a 3-piece here. Now, Rules has got this locked down. You know number 2's pushing you. Let's see what number 5 can do. Let's see what Octi can do here. I would like to see a bit more map control from Octi. I think just kind of watching this mid area, I think could have been a bit better. I'm never a fan of sitting on the hill unless it's like your backup plan. Like for me, that your first plan should be gaining more map control. I'm not really a fan of sitting this reserved while mid map's empty. I feel like you can probably get mid map control, but that's okay. I understand why you did it again. And now you can see you going through. Bo ends up dying, and again, this is where the pinch is going to go in. So great play, good kill from Octi. You go through, now Rules is behind them, so the pinch is there. Look, he's shooting them. He's just making it hard for them. There's so many angles they have to go through, and this is exactly what we're speaking about. You go across, number 3's there. Oh, again, I wish Rules played a bit of a better position, just trusted himself there, and just was annoying. Like, if I'm Rules right now, and I'm just like, trusting my teammates to get the kills. I think that's another thing you guys should start doing, is just having a little bit more trust in your teammates and maintaining those power positions. I feel like one thing I'm seeing is every time a teammate's in a little bit of danger, you guys are giving up your power spot and basically dying for free. And then that teammate dies anyways, right? So you're not really helping them. You're not really helping them. So that's one thing I wish you guys did a bit more, was just saying, okay, my teammate's in danger. I'm going to watch over them from this angle and help them instead of running away, giving up my power spot, because then you both end up dying. And right now, if I'm number 7, I wish he stayed back there and was just being another angle, because now look, now number 3 goes through and you can see he has a 1-on-1 fight. Yes, he loses it, but the chance was there. The chance was there for him to win it. We're going to go through. Octi's doing a good job, to be fair, playing his life, so I don't mind him staying there. It's actually doing a great job playing his life. And yeah, at this point, this round should be over.
The hop in though, but that is going to be it. The last life is
there you
done.
go. Okay.
Things out, but a big...
So in terms of final thoughts for that one, I think overall I would say it was a good, I think it was a good offensive, good defensive round from you guys. It definitely was a good defensive round. It wasn't too many issues. And again, I think you guys, teamwork wise, was actually pretty good at the start there. That pinch was very, very good. J Rules, I love what you did there going to that side map. I think you guys rotated well. Overall, very good positives. Only thing I would say is, again, like if you look at the enemy, one's 1 and 8. The fact that they got 4 ticks there, we just got to be a little bit cleaner when we have those like setups. Just make sure we really punish teams. If you watch a really good control team like a FaZe or an Optic, when they have those spawn traps, they hold it for the whole round. They don't make it close. Okay, so just be a little bit better with that side. But let's go through. Okay, so you guys clearly have a strat here. You can send 4 towards B. To be honest, you should get numbers here. Now, me personally, I'm more of a fan of going A off the break, but you guys clearly have a strat here, so that's absolutely fine. You guys clearly working on something. I want to see the teamwork here. So I have no idea what the strat is. I have no idea how you guys are going to play this, but I want to see how you guys execute it. So as someone that doesn't know your strats and your comms, I'm going to see how well you guys executed and if you guys use teamwork effectively. So we're going to go through. 3 of you watching across. Great trophy usage. This guy's one shot. Great play. Excellent play there. Again, like I said, the teamwork is really showing here. You guys are definitely involving in your teamwork. From the first time I watched you guys, even though like it was just map 1, I can see already the teamwork's improving in 2 maps, which is crazy. It's the same series, but instantly better teamwork. So good stuff there. We're gonna go through. So right now, again, looking at them, looking the arrows now, I want to see someone pick up this mid alley. This is very important. This mid alley needs to be addressed. And there you go. Perfect. Number 6 got it. This is excellent stuff here. Really good stuff here. 5 goes through. I'm more than happy with this. In terms of picking up the alley, I'm more than happy with. The angle you held it from, I wasn't a fan, and I wanted to see what happened there. I'm never ever a fan of lying down in the alley. I think it's just the first spot they're gonna check. It's just the first spot they're gonna check, and I'm just never a fan of it. So again, if I'm War, I know War's gun skill is very good. I would have preferred him holding it from an angle where maybe like with an AR, like on a head glitch or something, like over there or something. I don't know. I just feel like it's not the best angle to take, and the reason why is because you get cameraed very easily. We can actually see it right now. If visuals came around that corner, right, the first thing visuals is going to do, or any SMG right now, the first thing you're going to do if you're standing right here is you are going to either jump across or slide counter this corner, and your hope is somebody is actually where Wars is. When you're like standing right there, your hope is to slide counter across, and you're hoping someone's there. Most of the time, they're not there for that very reason, because you get cameraed. So in this scenario, War gets taken out. So good idea, War. Great idea watching the middle. I like the way you use your mini-map. Great idea. But I don't like the execution of where you were standing. That's just my opinion. Again, if you're happy with that spot, it's absolutely fine. I'm not really a fan of that spot, to be honest with you, bro. We're going to go through.
One fully stunned up, it still finds the kill. Zeppeli coming from DVD is going to contest.
Again, like, considering you guys really heavily committed over to this point, I think it could have been a bit cleaner, and it just comes down to the execution. I think your plan was well, it just comes down to the execution, which to be fair can take time. Even those 1 or 2 deaths can really kind of cause a problem. So it's just about practicing it, and I think you guys be good to go. Once again, you guys are going through. Good aggression. Great aggression. You're really going for that B point. This time you watch it from a deeper angle, and again gets taken out. So you can clearly see that alleyway is just not a successful thing to do. You want to watch it from a different angle. Holding it from that alleyway just is never an easy thing to do. What I would prefer is like, even if you play a head glitch back there or something, or wherever it is, but he goes through, takes out 1, goes across there. You're both watching that. That's fine. Arrows wise, yeah, you guys have got a good split here. You should be good at B. You should be fine there. So good stuns, good nades from Bo. There you go. Perfect. Good 2-piece from War. Great play from Bo as well. Really good stuff there. You guys are doing a good job. The big gunfight for me now is number 5 v number 2. If 5 can win this, this will be huge. This is everything right now. If 5 can win this, so he goes through. Let's see what 5 can do. I've got faith in Octi. There you go. First of all, excellent play there from War to back off. I really like that play from War. He backed off. He got time for his teammate. Perfect play. This is great. This is excellent. Now they got 4 down. Look at the map pressure they got. This is a flawless round so far. There was 1 or 2 small mistakes, but besides that, this has been an excellent round. So right now you have this much map control. You have so much map control. I want to see you guys push through. I want to see you maintain a wide angle just like you're doing now and break this hill. So you want to have like 1 or 2 people on the hill and the rest of them watching over them. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. I think you guys should be able to secure this one. So we go through. Number 7 goes across again. So I want you guys to notice this. Look at the spot you are in right now. You just got 4 down, okay? So this, first of all, excellent teamwork. We spoke about this earlier. All 3 of you team shotting great. It's just scenarios like this. When you have this much map control, when you have this much map pressure, I want to see smarter plays. I want to see you guys prioritizing your life a bit more and your position on the map. Like right now, you guys are in such a good power spot, both of you, and you both end up dying here. And the problem is you're back to square one then. Your whole 4 piece is then irrelevant because you don't have map control again. So it's just like being a bit more cautious. Like right now, very small detail, but it makes the whole difference. And this is what separates good from great players. This is discipline right here. Look at this from Rules, okay? Rules right now, he's weak, okay? He's weak. And then he kind of snakes in, overcommits, but that's a gunfight he doesn't need to take. Like, as soon as he got weak, he could back away because him dying now, look how far he spawns out. Look how far he spawns out, and Bo as well goes through. Now, all the map pressure you had is gone. I would have preferred them, again, holding the map pressure, soaking it up for another wave. Now, look. Now, number one's going to push out. These guys are going to walk into a push. And again, just like that, war. Spoke about this in the 6-star hardpoint. When you guys die as a team, one thing I think you guys don't do well is your recovery. I think you guys don't slow it down. You guys stay at one pace. Look what War's doing right now. 2 of your teammates just died, okay? So this means you guys are now in a 4v2. You did have the advantage. It's now gone. You now need to maintain map pressure, okay? You guys are holding the fort down 2v4, but look what you do. You overchow, you shoulder it, and you go for a gunfight and you lose it. Not really shooting him back. And now look, just like that. Within 5 seconds, you guys went from 4 down. This was your map pressure 5 seconds ago, by the way. This is how much map control you had to now this. You see the difference? This area here, all this space is you guys losing with 3 gunfights. That's it. 3 1v1 gunfights you guys lost, and this is how much space you lost on the map. This is a difference between a round win and a round loss. Now, if we look at this scenario, you guys are down on ticks. So those 3 kills have potentially cost you this whole round. You can see Octi's actually playing his life well. This is what I want to see a bit more of. This was a great play. I don't expect him to do too much here, but even that 1 kill is going to turn the tide here. That's a great bit of discipline from you, Octi. Really good stuff there. You actually almost get the second, and you just bought time for your teammates to go through middle. Octi, great play there. Fantastic. Good recovery from the boys here. Good teamwork here. You're going through. I like the bait and switch there. I think you guys should have kept at it. Octi bought so much time for you guys. I think right now 2v2 going through middle, like Rules and Bo here. You know he's on the left. I think go together. Challenge this guy together. You see Bo goes through. Rules watching the other side. Again, the bait and switch not going through. Bo asked me, how do I improve my pacing? This is it right here. There is no reason to have your weapon up here, okay? Something you always do is what I find when I'm watching you is you have your weapon up constantly. It's a really, really bad habit, and we need to try to avoid that, bro. You know that he's going to be close, right? So you need to be ready for the gunfight. Like right now, there's no reason to be sprinting with your gun up. Even if you're going to jump at him, jump from an earlier angle. Be ready here, because look at this. Now you're going through. He's already shooting you, and you're not ready for the gunfight. If you were a second, like, if you were a bit more ready there, you would have killed him because he's on 30 health. Rules goes through, maybe gets a trade there. Great stun, by the way. Goes through. Good kill, good kill. 6 is going to go across. War goes through the left here. And again, it's all about the pinches. So now you guys are back in the spot you guys were in earlier. Like I said, a little bit unfortunate you guys all died, lost your 1v1s. You could have been in this spot ages ago. But that's okay. Let's see what you do from here. That's okay. Let's see what you do from here. You go through. Big 2-piece from Octi. Octi, you've been absolutely insane this round. Fantastic 3 from Rules here. Again, you guys know there should be 1 or 2 people maximum. So take your time, play your life fair, trade effectively. You go through, Rules goes in, gets taken out, and Bo gets taken out. And it's just plays like that. You guys need to go through and ask yourself, why is this happening? We get the advantage. We get the 3-piece. Look at that. We get the massive 3-piece. We do everything correctly. And then when there's 1 player on the hill, we panic. We rush it. We panic. Rules is in by himself. There's no one near you. So take your time. Now, Bo, once Rules gets killed here, right now, look at Bo. I want you to look at Bo. His teammate just dies. And look, he's sprinting. He's sprinting with his gun up. Again, gets killed here. I want to see a bit more teamwork there. Now you guys go through. War's by himself. Again, War is constantly the 3rd player and constantly dying in those scenarios. This isn't to dig you guys out. It's just it's a similar thing. It's a similar pattern we're seeing, right? Octi's by himself at the end. He plays a bit slower. War is normally 3rd in the cycle. Bo and Rules go in together. So I want to see Bo and Rules definitely work on that chemistry. You guys are normally the entry players from what I'm seeing, even in the S&D. And sometimes it's Bo and Octi, but Bo is definitely the entry player for you guys, the most aggressive player. I want to see a bit more teamwork from you guys. I want to see a bit more clinical pushes, a bit more bait and switches, and I think it will really help you out. War, when your teammates are dead, I have such high hope for your gun skill. Like, your gun skill is so good. I want to see you utilize it by holding positions instead of, like, I feel like when your teammates die, you kind of give up and just chow what you were going to chow. Like, you've done it a few times already this game. The 2 are dead, right? You guys are 2v2, and look what you do. You just, again, you kind of overcommit to that position. I would have preferred you sitting in a corner there, waiting for some map control, and again, just playing your life a little bit better there. Now, Octi goes through. I think he's good for one, though. Octi's quite good in these scenarios. Look what he's doing here. This is what I want to see a bit more of. When your team are all dead, you do not want to die here. The worst thing Octi can do here is die. I would rather him not do anything than get 1 kill and 1 death right now. I'd rather him stay here for a few seconds, because if he dies, imagine he just dies to a 1v1 gunfight. This is what happens already. The blue team, they know every single member of the yellow team are on the left. They can set up accordingly. But right now, I want you to look what's happening. They are setting up, but number one is looking for Octi. Now imagine Octi kills him. This player is going to turn around because he's worried. They're always worried about their flank, right? Now, yellow goes through because number two's by himself. So just from Octi playing his life here, potentially getting 1 kill, he will be distracting maybe 2 more people, and then your teammates can push through and break the map. So if you guys are struggling with map control or just overall getting any map pressure, that may be a big reason, because your teammates are constantly dying and you guys are on one side of the map. There's no flanking. There's no other positions. Look, he plays his life really well, goes through, and he ends up getting the kill, just like I mentioned. And I guarantee you number 3 turns around there. I guarantee it. Goes through, and there you go, just like I mentioned. So imagine in this scenario, if you guys won your gunfights, because Octi made that big play, 2 of them are out of the game. So you can now see how 1 kill can get 2 people out of the game. It's all in the arrows, it's all in the minimap. People get distracted. People watch over their teammates. People watch their flank because they're worried about dying there. So now look, Octi plays his life. This should have been a kill from you guys, and you guys should be good on B. Octi goes through, overcommitment, but he ends up winning it. I don't know how. Absolutely frying the lobby at Octi. Great performance from you. Fantastic play. Gets on the point. Look at number 2. He's going to start tweaking now. He's going to start tweaking as soon as he gets his kill. And there you go. He backs away, just like I mentioned. Now, if you're Octi, you're by yourself. One thing I want to see him use, I don't know if he does, is his equipment. He's by himself there. He's literally going to probably die in like a few seconds there. So I want to see some sort of equipment from him, just making sure he's using that stun, using that nade, just slowing them down as much as possible, delaying it. It's not going to be easy, but again, equipment for me, massive. Right there, you could have slowed them down simply by using equipment, okay, bro? So you did a really good job of that whole scenario. The whole play was excellent. Just using your equipment, give yourself a higher chance of winning those gunfights, delaying the enemy push, okay? Now you go through, and he still wins it. This guy's final. This guy's final. Buying time for his team. Excellent job now. Going to go through, and I think this offense is going to be over here. Let's see if you guys can break it. It looks like it might be over. This is just going to be so hard for you guys to break. Again, teamwork wise, I like the push from the right. I didn't love that overcharge from the left. You got 25 seconds. I just don't see anything happening, to be honest. It's very difficult for you guys to really get in. Yeah, you try to get in. It's just one of those. It's all good. It happens. So, like I mentioned earlier, okay, round on invasion. I'm not expecting you guys to win every offense. That's not what I'm expecting. However, when you have map control, when you get 3 or 4 down, I am expecting a little bit more discipline to at least get 1 or 2 ticks there, because I think you guys should have had that. We spent about 45 minutes, okay, 35 minutes on those 2 rounds, so we can kind of speed through the rest of them and just see if there's anything different. I wanted to give a really deep dive in the offense and the defense, and wanted to see if there's anything different or anything like that. So yeah, let's carry on with the next few rounds. Okay, I'm actually going to pause the recordings there. Chat, any questions? Chat, any questions? Everything making sense? Hey, what's good, Roscoe? What's good? Chat, what's going on? I've just paused the recording. If anyone got any questions, I can answer them now. We'll take a quick break. Octi, bro. Yo, Octi, you're there? All right, talk to me, Octi. Does everything I said make sense? I paused the recording, so this is just like for stream, but yo, you were final there. You were doing really good. Honestly, bro, you played your life excellent. Just like, let me show you what I mean, Octi, bro. Right now, like, look at this. Like, you played your life so well, right? But right now, you see you got your equipment. I just want to see you use your equipment a little bit more to slow them down. But honestly, you did an excellent job, bro. You did an excellent job. And right there, like, you see you got your equipment, just slow them down. Like, just shoulder this. You don't even need to get a kill. You're by yourself. I'm not expecting you to make a miracle, but I'm just saying every bit of equipment can delay them for like 5 seconds, right? And that can help your team push up and stuff like that. But overall, bro, you were doing your thing, man. You were doing your thing. You had a really good round there. You had a very good round. Let's go forward.
But we'll have to see where it goes next.
Chat, is the layout okay? Does this all make sense and stuff? You could get, so let me get my drink real quick, chat. I speak a lot, man. I speak a lot. Hey, what's good, Astro? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We're going to carry on in a second. I just want to see if anyone had any questions or anything they wanted to say. These get quite time consuming, so I want to like make sure I'm taking a break so I'm kind of energized and not just slurring my words at the end of it. That's like a 50-minute kind of talking over, especially invasion control. You guys know that invasion's like, you know, it's invasion. So take a second. We'll take a second. But yeah, chat. Give me some thoughts. What's your guys' thoughts on the overall, the coaching, the way we're doing it and stuff like that? Do you guys prefer this, or I kind of like this style more? Having attack maps, everything on one screen, I kind of like it. I kind of like it more. I think it's a good way of doing it. Okay, we could be good to get back into this one. Give me like 5 seconds. Yeah, do you agree with that, Octi? I think that's a big thing, bro. I think like this, I don't know if you saw the first round. Again, this is recorded for you, it'll be on YouTube, but there was one round in the first thing where War was in a fight and you literally gave up your power position on Bo to help War, but War was in such a good spot, he wasn't going to die. And then you guys got 4-piece. So it's just little things like that. It's just little things like that when you to kind of work on as a team. But yeah, we're going to get back into it, okay? Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But yeah, I'm glad it's making sense. I'm glad it's making sense for you guys. All right, let's run it. Okay, we are back. Let's keep going.
Next, it is going to be Dallas.
So like I said, I spent a long time in the first 2 rounds. So to be honest, when you're something like invasion control, right, you don't really need to stress too much about the little things. For me, when I'm looking at this gameplay, it's more about the team. How are they playing as a team? What is a team kind of comp, and how are they just working together? That's the big thing. So we're going to kind of speed through the rest of it. We don't need to spend too long on each individual play. I wanted to do that at the start. And this is what I mean right there. The way they're making teamwork like that, I actually like. This is what I want to see more of. If I'm coaching this team, which I am, Dallas Flat Tires, I like the name. I want to see more teamwork like this. Like right now, as Jay goes in, Bo's jumping across. I want you guys to use your strengths. I've spoken about this before. In this scenario, when Bo jangles and in a position like this, he is unbelievable at being the first entry man. He is selfless. He's always going to run in. It works like this. Bo, this helps your ARs, okay? You ask me what to do. How do I work on my pacing? Do more stuff like this. I want to see less solo chows like this. I want to see more team chows like this. When your teammates are fighting, you jumping across, dragging the enemy's aim assist is excellent. Look at this. Look how hard this is for him to play against. He's fighting J Rules. You jump across his screen. He can't kill both of you. Look, he runs away. He panics. He panics there. You probably should have won that. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, what happened to your center in there? Come on, Bo. What happened there, bro? You had him blocked. But that was great play from you. And you messed their centering up. So that's excellent, okay? Now, when you're by yourself and they're pre-aiming you with a head glitch, I don't want to see you run at them. That's more of an ego chow. This is an excellent way of playing, but the other side we need to work on. Fantastic 2-piece. War goes in. He knows where the third is. He's going to pinch him. And this is a great play. Again, great teamwork. You go through. Excellent play. Let's see what you guys do from this position now. Okay, so you know where 1 is. It goes for the pre-fire. There you go. Bo again for the trade. As a sub, I'm very confident in Bo's gun skill. But as a aggressive SMG, I do worry about his pacing sometimes. Something I want to work towards with him. That's good right there. Good kind of, what's it called? Discipline there to back away. No, Astra, I also do VOD reviews for solo people as well without Quadcast, so this is just a team one. This is a team VOD review right now. Goes through. And again, right now, like we spent so much time in the first round, I'm not looking at anything in detail unless it's something really, really specific, but I think trades like this, I'm not going to just talk about it too much, but like these are trades I think you have to be winning. That comes down to individual, I think, just efficiency. And to be honest with you, I trust you guys to improve and stuff. I think Black Ops 6, like stuff like that, that's not really something to go through the VOD review. That's just simply looking back and saying, right, it was just, you know, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you get outgunned. That was a scenario. Your trade, your concept was good there. The trade you're going for was good. It was just unfortunate it didn't work out then. That's okay. We'll take that one on the chin. Let's go through. They're on the B point. Good pinch there from 7. Unfortunately gets traded. Again, just being a little bit more patient there. So if I'm number 7 right now, if I'm J Rules, my teammate's going through, right? I don't want to overcommit here. Like number 5 is going across, and this is once again what I mean. I'm being very, very critical, but I'm like, if I'm Rules here, I don't want to overcommit. I'm just trying to buy time because I know Octi's going up top. So just shoulder it, and look, he overcommits and dies. Now that he dies, they are 4v3 on the point. It's a lot harder for Octi to do anything. You see, he goes through and he ends up getting one anyways. But imagine if Rules was alive as well. The whole concept there would just be so much easier. So just sometimes when you guys are in good positions, don't overcommit. Good teamwork there. Again, let's set up that pinch. I don't love Bo using a sub on defense, to be honest. I actually don't mind it on offense. I think you can cut down certain angles, but if I'm really honest, defense, I actually hate it. I use it in rank play sometimes if I'm bored, but if you guys are playing competitively, I'm not a fan of a sub on this. However, if you are going to use a sub on something like this, I would always recommend picking up an assault rifle when you kill someone. If you can kill someone and pick up the assault rifle, you then have the freedom to do what you want. That's my biggest advice. Pick up an assault rifle if you can. Because the thing is, you limit yourself a lot. Like, you limit yourself a lot by playing these off angles. Like, right now, Bo, like, if we're completely honest, this is useless in terms of, like, where you're sitting now is, yeah, it's okay. I would rather you be on that tank, on that head glitch right there. You could watch this whole cross to the left, and you could watch this whole cross to the middle, and you could be such an asset to your team. But because you're using a sub, you're just having to compensate by playing weird angles. And we're seeing it constantly. Like, right now you're backing away, and now two of you have to do the same thing. Now you and War both have to watch that area. Like, right now, imagine if you were an AR, you could have sat right there. This player right now, Zep, he's going through, okay? But if you were an assault rifle right now, what you could have done is you could have backed there, played on just on this head glitch on this tank. You could have watched that right, so you could have seen Zep cross, and you would have had middle, right? So what you would have done is you would have stopped them, and then War could have helped War could have gone to A and got them off the point. But instead, because of this scenario, because you're using a submachine gun, you're kind of limiting yourself. You're having to go closer and closer. And now look, now you're both watching the same angle, and you're just not as useful as I think you could be there. I think you could be really more like, just a lot more like useful in your team, okay? Great play from War, good pitch from Bo as well. Good play from you guys. Good play from you guys. You've given up B though. And in terms of ticks, I do think you guys end up losing this game simply because they've had 2 rounds now where they've got 2 ticks on A, and you guys are behind on ticks by 2 now. It's gonna be very, very difficult for you guys. So I'm hoping you guys clutch up, but I think it's gonna be quite difficult. Let's see what happens. And it's just small things. It's nothing crazy. It's simply small things like that. If you look at their team, they have 3 people. Actually, okay, I can't say that. I thought the score updated. It's actually wrong. It's actually wrong. So sorry. I was gonna say they have 3 people double negative. They should not be able to capture A and stuff like that. Like, you guys should be more effective. But it's okay. They don't have that. And again, they go into A now, and you can see it's just a little bit annoying. You're pushing through. Lovely bait and switch from you guys, but again, just giving them so much momentum at A. Great play though. Really, really good play from you guys. Really, really good play. Okay, I want to see this setup now. I really want to see this setup now. What I want to see is this. Number 5, I want to see on this tractor here. Number 7, I want to see either staying where he is or pushed up a little bit. Number 8 on this mid tank. Number 6, I want to see pushed up here. That will be the perfect setup. That will be the perfect setup for me. Let's see what they do.
And you know, it's kind of just
okay, I'm hoping I see it. I'm hoping I see it. First things first. First things first. Why is Bo sitting in that angle? Why? Because he's using a submachine gun. He's trying to play a closer angle. Again, you're limiting yourself here, Bo. I have to be honest, you're limiting yourself. You're putting yourself in a position where that's just not a good angle, bro. Because if 2 of them push you, they're going to trade you. Where if you sound that tank with an AR, there's no way they kill you there. It's very hard for them, okay? So again, I kind of wish that was a bit better from you. In terms of spreading the angles here, okay, let's talk about it right now. Why do I have the arrows where they are and the circles where they are? Because in this scenario, let's look at the mini-map and see what's actually happening here, okay? So Octi gets a fantastic 2-piece. Right now, Octi, I want to see you push up instead of backing away. I want to see you and Rules take a better position on the map here. Let's use tac maps here to show you what I mean. This is your current position, what you're seeing now, but this is the position I would prefer you in. A lot more crossfire is so much more useful. I want to see you guys definitely set up more crossfire positions. It's something we spoke about in your 6-star as well. If you guys can set up more crossfire positions, it'll be so helpful. So 2 bits of feedback here. 1, I want to see number 6. To be honest, I'm okay with this. If you don't push 8, this is actually fine. We're okay with this. We're not going to be too critical. War, you're in a good spot. This is fine. One thing is Bo. I don't like Bo's spot because I would prefer him to be here with an AR and just stop them from coming through instead of watching them from here. Because if 2 of them push it, they can get the kill very easily. So I'm not a fan of that. The second thing is I want to see these 2 have a crossfire. So I want to see 1 player on the left, 1 player on top, watching areas like that. That way, you guys are just going through different angles. It's very hard for them to kill you. But if we actually look what they actually have, you can see now, you guys are parallel to each other. You guys are right next to, like, right one in front of each other. There's no angles here. So look at this. Now, number 1's going to the spot I wanted you to be at. You see the difference? Imagine if you were in that spot. If you were in that spot, you would have killed him. You would have slowed them down. Rules could have pushed up a little bit. And the overall dynamic of this push is so much more strong, right? It all comes down to the angles. So again, it's very, very small details here. Very, very small details. I'm allowed to overanalyze it because we have time. But when you guys are playing, I want you to just look at the map and say, right, where's a gap? Where's the optimal setup? Right now, okay, I should be on the right. Because now you die, he's 1v3. In this scenario, Bo should turn around and help you. Like I said from earlier, remember, we need to be shifting here. As soon as you die, we need to see Bo the closest player shift towards you, and then War shift towards middle. We need to see a shift. We need to see a line shifting left to help the team out. Let's see what happens there. Bo holds the angle, and you're by yourself. War's watching nothing, Bo's watching nothing. I need to see a shift. A shift needs to be quicker. Now Bo's going to react a bit too late for me. It's 1v4. There's no way he gets anything there. He's going to end up dying by himself, goes through, they watch over it, and now they're going to get the B point, okay? So just small details like that. One, shift when your teammates die. When someone dies in the rotation, shift, make sure the angle is still covered. You have one spare man in every position. Every time you guys are in a setup, you normally only need 3 people. The 4th player is basically the wild card, and he should be shifting the team as you go across, okay? The second thing is being in better positions. You go through, you end up clutching up with a nice 2-piece there. But again, it was one of those where they should have played better. Because they gave you this empty area, you're able to finesse. So good job finding the gaps there, but I think they gave it to you. I think they trolled, they gave it to you. Okay, so we're gonna go forward. And you can see, you know, now 8's in a good position. He's holding the angle. Bit of a spread of map. Again, 6, I don't mind you in this position, War, but I think you guys have a bit more map control. You can push up slightly. I just feel like you guys could do a bit of a better job pushing up a little bit. Again, being very critical here, but I think you guys are playing a little bit too passive for me, especially for the first wave of kills. Because you've got Bo pushed up there, then you guys are disconnected. I think could be a little bit more aggressive there.
You still have 40 seconds to
but let's see what happens there. 35 seconds left, so I do understand why you did this. The only reason I don't love this play is because if War gets killed right now, right? Let's say War dies. Like right now, Rules dies, right? If War dies now, they have no backup plan. They're going to be on the hill. The enemy's going to be on the hill. So for me, got to be a bit safer. Again, bro, again with the trades. Bo and Jay, I need to see more coordinated teamwork from you guys. I really do. He goes in, gets the first kill. Right now, there's no team trades. There's no team trade. Number 8 is 2 seconds behind. If you're going to push this in, if you know he's there, number 7, number 7 and number 8, they need to be more coordinated. Number 8 is right over there, You two need to be more coordinated. Number 8 is literally right there. That's about a 3-second gap. Needs to be more coordinated. Now, if you didn't know he's there, not the end of the world. But Bo, again, the trade needs to be more efficient, better. I don't mind you trying this. But he's not weak. He's not weak at all. So again, that's either a missed call from Jay. Jay either called out that he's weak in a panic and you ran for the trade, or you assumed he was weak and went for the trade, or number 3, you just went for the trade. You just went for the trade because you thought that was a better play to do. He ends up killing you. Now you're 2v4. So you now lose at 1v2. Now they're going to go through. Again, not a lot of map pressure here. And you guys can see what happens now. Okay, I'm going to change my tune, actually. I didn't realize the lives. To be fair, because there's only 2 lives, it does change it. I didn't mind the trade. It made sense. You just kind of got fried. So it's okay. I didn't see the lives there, so it's not the end of the world. But if that, let's say the lives wasn't like that, I didn't love this trade because he wasn't weak. I don't mind it. Again, it's just like if you lose that like you did, it's such high risk, okay? So just be a bit more cautious there. But because one player, it doesn't really matter. I didn't realize it's one player, so that's on me. That's on me. Okay, I prefer going A. I always prefer going A here. I always prefer going A. Octi gets a window. This is fine. Great play there. No, so unfortunate. What happened here? Was this a double tap? Why? What happened here, bro? 33 and 14. This guy is moving, chat. This guy's moving. What happened here? No, Bo. We can't be tweaking there, bro. There can be no weapon switching. We need to be locked in. We need to be holding angles. We need to be ready. And what do we have here? We speak about this all the time. The stun grenade needs to be thrown, bro. It needs to be thrown. What I would prefer, Bo, as you get in the hill, you stand on the right side by the vending machine. You chuck your stun in the gap. You know they're going to push this area on the other side of the wall, okay, bro? Just little things like that, bro. Because you end up dying here. You're not ready. You're double tapping Y. He cameras you, gets the first kill, and then end up getting a 2-piece. We cannot let them get that 2-piece ever. Now War goes through, gets 4-piece. Chat right there. You guys should have had everything, Dallas. You guys should have had everything set up. Now I want to see what they do compared to what you guys did. Okay, what I'm expecting them to do right now is this. Just like we mentioned earlier, I'm expecting 1 to be there, 1 to be there, 1 to be there, 1 to be there. If somebody dies, let's say this player dies here, the team rotates as an arrow. He rotates left, he rotates left, he rotates left. This guy could stay there, but the other people go left. What I want to see is a rotation from them. Let's see what happens there. Actually, I want the yellow team to win, but let's see what happens. So again, from them, terrible play from the blue team. And we can also learn from opponents' mistakes. If you're by yourself here, you're buying time for your team, you cannot die here. You back away, you play a head glitch, you stun them, you slow them down. J-Rawls, great shots from you, fantastic. But they played it terribly. They played it really bad. They should have a lot better there. Now you push through, you make the most out of it. You go in across, one of you needs to watch the right here. Let's see how you guys play someone differently. Look at that bait and switch. Fantastic. That was a fantastic bait and switch. One jumps across, one slides across. Perfect. Trophies go down. Let's see how you guys hold this.
Pick this one up.
And now you can see no one's sitting in the alleyway. Remember last time War was sitting in the alley? It wasn't working. This is better. This is a lot better. A lot more angles covered. This is great. But there's a big gap in the setup. Big gap in the setup. Okay, you go through, get fortunate, but okay, that was okay. That was okay. I was a little bit worried there. I thought you guys were gonna get killed. That works out okay.
A little bit too far. Not
It works out okay.
Stack this point, please get this out of the way. Be progress.
Like I said, I think overall, like the teamwork's getting a lot better, and I'm being extremely critical. I'm breaking on every single play, so I'm comparing you guys to CDL pros, right? So don't take any offense to this. I'm being very, very critical, but you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. The teamwork's definitely there, and I'm seeing it improve map on map, which is really good to see here. Gonna go through. I do expect, you know, I expect some. Okay, to be honest, I was going to say I expect the defense to win this, but you guys are putting a good pressure on. You guys are putting very good pressure on. Bo goes through, and what a coincidence! Bo gets an AR out, and I just see the team playing way better. Bo, a sub's great. You are very good with a sub, but that is more valuable to your team. You with an assault rifle on this map is more valuable to your team than you as a sub. So what I want to talk about is getting out of your comfort zone, bro. I know you're a sub player. I know you're an aggressive player, but even when Black Ops 6 comes out, right, like, you're going to have to adjust your pacing. For example, Black Ops 6 is going to be way more sub-heavy, right? So your ARs are going to have to adjust their pacing. This year, you have to adjust your pacing to sometimes get an AR out. You're going to have to be more flexible because over the next 5 CODs, we don't know what the meta is going to be. So if you're comfortable with a sub, that can't stop you from using an AR, okay, bro? You have to make sure you're free with an AR. And I honestly believe you just made the play there. Your team's watching over you. War, great job playing your life, by the way. Great job playing your life. Hopefully, Bo can help you out there. Oh my God, what a play. This is excellent. So first things first, I'm so happy that Bo got an AR out. Very happy because I think this really helps their pacing. I said it so many times. Bo was getting in good positions, but because he had a sub, he wasn't being in the most optimal position. He was getting in okay ones and then stopping. But I want to talk about War right now. War, the discipline you have right now, this is what I spoke about. This is absolutely fantastic. To play your life right now, to give the comms to Rules. Rules doing a great job pinching right now. You play your life really well and you get the kill. Those are the things I want to see more. Right there, what you just did was flawless control. Really good stuff there. You're going to go through, trophy goes in. Chat, if anyone's trying to improve in control, this offense was an absolute masterclass. Number 5, I want to see one thing from you, Octi, bro. I want to see you help them a little bit more here. Octi, I love the way you play. You play as an anchor, you play a bit slow. It helps your team a lot. But right now, you need to watch this cross for them. You need to help them out here. Spreading the map's great, but you need to help them out here a little bit more. I understand what you're doing here, but I just think you've got to help them out a little bit more. That cross is so vital. Let's see what happens there. Like you can see, like, look how disconnected he is. A little bit slow. There you go. He gets there, so it's fine. He watches that cross again. Watch that cross. He should be good for 1. This is flawless control from the boys. This is excellent control. War again. Oh my God, this is great. War, you are a demon. This was so good, bro. I'm so happy because in the past this team has had great plays and then they've crumbled. This is perfect. Look what this is the potential right now. Look at this. Look at this. Just like I said, I wanted Octi to go through middle. Great play. He actually timed it perfect. He gets a kill. Rules gets 1. War goes through. This discipline right here. To get the kill, get away with his life, wait for Octi to get the trade here was fantastic. And this is where I think the team can go all the way. This was flawless. Flawless gameplay. Chat, showed some dubs for the boys. That was a excellent offense. I'm very, very happy with that. And they closed the game out. The scoreboard's a bit glitched there, but all I know is Octi fried and the team did great. Let's look at the scoreboard. Bo, you're a slayer, bro. The only reason you went negative was because you refused to switch. When you switched, I saw one of the cleanest control rounds I've seen in a while. I know this wasn't the Pro League, obviously, but that was such a clean control round. And you switching just allowed your team to do everything else. War, fantastic position there. Fantastic awareness to play your life. Octi, great patience there to go through the off angles, and Rules always doing his thing with an AR. Again, everyone just doing their job there. I think that was a great play from everyone, specifically that last round. I think it was fantastic, and I have no complaints there. YouTube, we're going to end that one there. That is going to be how to play control as a team. My voice is gone. That was a very, very long VOD review. Hope you guys did enjoy that. If you did, drop a like on the video, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace. Oh my God, my voice is gone, chat. Oh my God, my voice is gone. Chat, Dub, L, what are we thinking? How'd I do, chat? How'd I do? How'd I do, chat? Hey, Bo, did you watch that? Nah, Bo, you better listen to me. You better listen to me right now, Bo. Bo, listen to me right now. Listen to me. You need to lock in, bro. You are a demon. We need to get this down. I don't care what you like about AR. No. We need you to look. There's no reason you should be going negative. You were frying when you played the objective, when you played as an AR, when you used some pressure, bro. When you had pressure on the map, you did your thing. That was so good, bro. Tell him to switch. Hey, Octi, but I'm telling you, bro. I got you, Oxy. I got you. Don't worry, man. Listen, Bo. I don't care what you want. I want to see this team succeed. And for you to be a good player, you need to be like, right, this team needs me to be in a better position. There were times on the map there, bro. There were times on the map where you were sitting in spots like this. You were sitting in this corner doing nothing, where you could have been on that head glitch helping your whole team, okay? So you're a great player, and I need to see you actually go through and play like that, bro. You guys played that last round. I was gassing you guys. You know how good that last round was? Do you know how flawless that round was? And it wasn't a coincidence. I see both switch and I see flawless gameplay because everyone else is more comfortable. There's not one player picking up certain angles. No, everything was covered. Everyone knew what they were doing. And your guys, your teamwork is getting really scary. It's really good. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. My voice is gone though, chat. Listen, chat. Double L. What are you guys thinking? You guys as well. Bo, Rules, Octi. What are you guys thinking as well, man? This is obviously your VOD review. If you guys have any questions, let me know, man. I think I'm going to stop with the team one. We might do one more map for your team one. The team one takes so long, bro. That's why I like taking my time. I like taking my time with them. They just take so long because I put so much more time into it than the normal ones because they're like team ones. So that's why I don't do all at once, because if I get drained, it's gonna be I want to give you guys good analysis every time, if that makes sense. Hey, Bo, I get it, bro. Look, I understand it, bro. I completely get it. Sometimes you don't want to play a certain role. I get it, bro. I get it. It's just, for me, if you want to actually succeed as a teammate, this is the route, bro. You got to just like, so you know what? For the team, I need to do this. And that's a part of the game, bro. It really is. It really is. Okay, chat. That was going to be the invasion control. I think what we're going to do now. Hey, bro, do whatever you need to do. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, how you guys playing? What was that? We were telling him since day one. Nah, Bo's my goat, bro. Listen. Bo is my goat. This guy's been an OG to Modern Warfare 2. That's the goat right there. Let's see where Bo... Actually, let's check. Look at that goat, bro. 27th of September 2023. Bro, this is your year anniversary coming up, bro. In like 3 days. What a goat. Let's see J Rules. We're going to check J Rules as well. Oh, J Rules is even more loyal. No way. J Rules is more loyal. What a goat, bro. All right, ready for Octi. We're going to check. Oh, Octi. Oh, no. Chat, we're going to expose his ass. If he's not following, I'm deleting the VOD review. Wow. Wow, chat. Oh, that's insane, bro. I just gave them an hour VOD. My man doesn't even follow him. Oh my God, that is crazy, chat. Nah, this guy, bro. You know, Octi, you were terrible, bro. You were awful, bro. Nah, Bojangles, you better get that sub out, bro. Don't ever run. I'm done, bro. I'm heading offline. YouTube, it's a pleasure. I'm retiring. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Nah, Octi, bro. I'm heartbroken. My boy Rules has been here for a year and a half. No way you did that to me. That's insane. I'm heartbroken. Chat, listen. I'm gonna go play some Marvin's Room. I think we're done, bro. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I feel, bro. I'm quite upset with Yeah, man, Octi did that to me, bro. That's crazy. It's all good though, chat. It's all good. You know your real ones. It's all right though. I think someone's gonna save him by dropping 20 subs on me. I've got a feeling, chat. All right, listen. Hey, what's good, Greca? Yo, I saw you streaming earlier, bro. I was trying to check it out, but then when I came, you were done. Wow. You know, Octi's a demon, though. I rate him. He's a demon, but you don't follow me, so I've lost my respect. All right, listen, chat. I'll be back in a few minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on another VOD review for you guys quickly. Back in like 5 minutes, I'm going to go... Greca, bro, I'd love to see you stream. That'll make me very happy. I'm very happy you're streaming and doing content, Greca. It makes me happy, bro. Okay, what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to put on a video for you guys. I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll run it from there, okay? So we'll run it in like 5 to 10 minutes. Run it like 5 to 10 minutes. You're live right now. Go watch me until I comes back. That's pretty funny. Chat, we're gonna come back. We'll do another VOD review. All right, boys. We'll do another VOD review. For now, we're gonna lock into this video. My top 10 CDL pros heading. Hopefully, it's just that play, and I think we should be good. Oh, I like your gameplay. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nino. Thank you very much. I'll chat back in like 5 minutes, okay? Back in like 5 minutes.
Honestly,
the list could go either way. I want you guys to really give me your opinion on the list. I went back and forward and I tried to take my bias out of it, which was really hard. I'm an Optic fan, and I really struggle with this list. I really did. So we're going to go through, and what I'm looking at is kind of the overall year of Black Ops 6, how I think it's going to play out, and how I feel like maybe at the end of Black Ops 6 we're going to look at these players and be like, oh, that was the top 10 players. It's not necessarily looking at it now, it's kind of looking at throughout Black Ops 6 as who will be the top 10 in Black Ops 6, if that makes sense. So in at number 10 I have Draza. Wait, let me just make sure I got 10 on my list. Wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, that would have been awkward. So in at number 10 we have Draza. Now I think he had a really good game last year. I think he had a really good year. The only reason I put him at number 10 and not higher on the list is because something I saw about Celium here. I saw Celium, I don't know if he spoke to Hitch directly or whatever happened, but it was basically a conversation about he thought after Champs he was going to get dropped, right? And I feel like he realized, I think it's like a wake-up call, something that happened to Dashi as well, where he's like, right, I need to change my role. Yes, I'm talented. Yes, I'm insane, but I need to change my role or my time on this team could be over. And I think he's kind of evolved. And in EWC, we saw how good he really was. And we actually saw that version of him just throughout EWC. I think he was MVP. And I really do believe that Selim is going to come back. And I don't think Draws is going to be a bad player, but I just think he's going to get overshadowed this year by the rest of his team being back on a Black Ops game. They were just incredible in the last one, and I just can see them dominating again. That's the reason why I have him at number 10. In at number 9, it's going to be his former teammate. It's going to be Kenny. Kenny is an unbelievable player. Unbelievable player. The only reason I'm going to put him at number 9 is because I think what he does for the game and what he does for his team sometimes gets overshadowed by other players like Shotzi or Dashi or just Pred. Like generally in his team, like I think he has a really important role. And to be fair, he was unbelievable this year. He absolutely fried. And at times, he was the best player by far on the team, and he was really doing well. And once again, I think this top 10 was really hard to kind of come up with. The only reason I put him kind of lower on the list is because I think this game's gonna be more of an SMG based game as well. And I just don't see the SMGs kind of getting no, I can't speak English. I feel like the SMG is going to shine more in this game simply based on that fact. I just believe that this game is going to be way more basis for like your fast aggressive SMGs. And I really do believe that that's kind of the reason why I think that's going to happen. I think that, you know, he's going to get overshadowed by Pred and Shotzi, and he's not going to be as impactful on the scoreboard, and we're going to look back. However, I still think he's going to have his impact in game and, like, you know, his comms and all that. In at number 8, this time once again we're going to go with another Optic member. It's going to be Pred. This once again was kind of difficult because I feel like Pred deserves to be higher on this list. Like, this guy's insane, but I just think looking at the top 10 players, there's so many really good players out there. Few people that like Hydra, Scrap, all these other players, I feel like they're just going to have a slightly better year than Pred. I think one good thing about Optic, which is kind of penalized them on the list here, but I think one really good thing about Optic is their teamwork when they're playing really well. Like, there's times where they play really well, where they won Champs and Major 4, and they all looked unbelievable, right? Shotzi did look a level above, but they all looked unbelievable. And at that time, they all just had excellent Call of Duty, and as a team played really well. I didn't feel like it was like, you know, certain times in Cold War where Simple's just him, right? Or Hydra, when they win, is like Hydra is just levels above, and he's single-handedly getting them there. I didn't feel like that with Optic. I felt like as a team, they all played really well, and that kind of is why when I'm looking back at the year, I might not have them in the top 5. Again, I might be faded to say there's so many good players, and I'm trying to take my Optic bias away, which has maybe led me to being really on the opposite end and maybe not appreciating them as much as I am because I'm trying to get rid of that bias. But we'll see. Going in at number 7, I believe, it's going to be Dashi. Only reason, once again, he's not high on the list here, you can see we already have 3 ARs here, is I just think the pacing that Black Ops 6 is going to be played at. I think the SMG players and the more aggressive ARs and stuff, they're going to be a bit more, I would say, stat heavy, and they're going to be a little bit more talked about throughout the year. I feel like Dashi is going to be unbelievable, and I expect him to take on that role that he's had this year, where he's a little bit less on the stats, you know, more on the hill, more doing the dirty work for his team. He's still going to be an absolute staple for that squad, but I just don't think he's going to have as much kind of hype around him as a Shotzi, who's going to be flying across the map. That's the only reason he's a little bit lower on the list, is because stats-wise and just looking back, he might be on like the 7th version of the top 10. It doesn't mean he's not going to have a good year. He's still going to be unbelievable. I'm an Optic fan. I expect them to do very well. Then in at number, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. In at number 6, I've got a Beezy here. I've got a Beezy. A Beezy in Black Ops games has been really good. Games with a bit higher time to kill and more movement, more finesse, he's going to be unbelievable this year. And I put him at number 6. I feel like it's a good spot for him. I think that I think Simp is slightly better in the Black Ops games. I think Abizi is a bit better in the Modern Warfare games and like Vanguard and stuff like that. Actually, I don't know about that. That's maybe a weird one. He was definitely better last year in Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3, I think Simp was better. They kind of just gone back and forward, but I feel like next year is going to be Simp's game. And I think Celium having this more advanced playstyle, I think is going to... There's only so many kills on the map, right? So I feel like Abizi at number 6, I think is a good spot. I just think he sits there really well. Again, you could have him higher on the list, but I really believe he'll be in and about that area. I think anyone's list is going to be different because all these players are so interchangeable. There's no one telling me that you can't have Kenny or Draws in your top 5, right? You know where you can't have Dash in your top 5. You can definitely have Abizi 8 or 2nd. Like there's so many interchangeable kind of variables in this list, but this is the one I went with. In at number 5, I've got high hopes for Celium this game. At Cold War, when I used to watch it as well, I was like, yes, Simp and Abizi rightfully got all the credit, but I was like, Celium was just so hard to kill. And in games like this where the time to kill is a bit higher, I know there's more movement, I just feel like this game can really bring the best out of MC again. Like I said earlier with the Jaws conversation, Celium went through a stage where he wasn't playing his best Call of Duty in game. He had really good stats, but I think he wasn't playing the pacing that he needed to throughout this year. I think Octane speaks about it a lot. He's quite vocal about it, and I just feel like EWC, we saw a different version of MC, different version of Celium. He won the MVP, and if I'm Celium, I'm looking back and saying, right, I'm clearly him. I'm clearly that good. I'm clearly that talented. I just need to prove it to myself and do this same thing again and make sure I'm adjusting my pacing. And I feel like that's going to come with, I think people don't realize when somebody adjusts their pacing, right, it's not necessarily that they're going to get more kills and that's it. They're going to get more kills, which is going to result sometimes in their teammates getting less kills because you can only share so many kills throughout the game, right? So I feel like he will do better statistically, and overall I think he'll have a better year than last year, and I do believe he will be at number 5. In at number 4, the final Optic member, it's going to be Shotzi. It hurts me not to put any of the Optic members in the top 3, it really does, but there's a reason. I think Optic as a team will be the most balanced. I think they're all going to be unbelievable, and I think they're going to have a really good foundation. I think Optic, when they played well, were a great team. They had different maps where different people popped off. I think Shotzi had the highest ceiling throughout the year. That game was a very, very difficult game to be an aggressive SMG at, especially at the start. I do believe this year is going to be completely different in Black Ops 6. I think it's going to be flying across the map. We got Omni movement. This guy's going to be unbelievable. He really is. He's going to be unbelievable. I really wanted to put him 2nd, but I decided to put him 4th. Then we have Scrappy at our number 3 spot. I'm a big fan of Scrappy. The only reason I'm putting him so high is because I think he has arguably been, since his debut, I would say the most consistent player in the league. Since Vanguard, I can't, so Modern Warfare 2, the last 2 years, I think he's been the most consistent player, him and Hydra. And his team's been good, don't get me wrong, his team's been really good, but they've not been as good as the other 3. I think he has kind of carried his team more than any other team has, and more than any other player has. And I just believe that if he goes to Cloud9 with Hydra, he's finally going to get a roster with a bit more talent than the current one he had. Again, his team was really good, right? But now he goes to a potential Cloud9 team with Hydra. I just think we're going to see a Scrappy at a different level, and I think we're going to see the best version of him, and that's why I'm going to put him at number 3. Great player, quite an aggressive pre-aiming type AR. I just think this year is going to be, once again, another upgrade from him. He got better as the year got on. He's just unbelievable. One of my favorite players. He's going to be at number 3. Number 2. It's going to be one of my favorite players as well. It's going to be Hydra. I wanted to put Hydra and Shotzi next to each other. I was kind of confused out of the 2, which one to put above each other. And I just really believe the scrap effect on this team is going to bring out the best in Hydra once again. I think Kismet and Skies are going to take more of a support role, and you're going to see absolute domination out of Scrappy and Hydra. I really do. Again, I think another reason I'm having a lot of the SMGs on the top side of the list, right? At the top 4, there's 3 of them. Out of the top 5, you have 3 SMGs. Out of the bottom 4, you have 3 ARs. It's not about the players, it's more about the game. The way the game's going to be played, I just believe that the game's going to be a lot more aggressive, a lot more SMG based, and that's why they're going to have a little bit more highlight throughout the year, right? So I feel like Hydra coming at number 2, I think he's going to be unbelievable with Omni movement. He's got one of the best, cleanest mechanics we've ever seen. I think playing with Scrappy, if that's what's going to happen, is going to be crazy good for him. And I just think he's going to be in that form again, man. I feel like he's going to be, once again, another year. I don't think people realize speaking another language, going to English is like a crazy transition. And as the year goes on, every single year he's getting more and more confident. I don't see him getting worse. I see him getting better. The more confident he gets with the language, the more confident he gets with his teammates, the more comfortable he becomes. He's just going to become better and better as the years go on. And I think he's going to be number 2. Number 1, I think it's quite clear who it's going to be. It's going to be the boy Simp. I think Simp will be MVP again. We're going to a Black Ops year. He just had an MVP year in Modern Warfare games, and he is undoubtedly the best Black Ops player I think we've had. I'm going to say it. Black Ops 4, he was the best player at the end of that. And then Cold War, he was undeniable. I think out of the 2 years we've seen, from what we've seen, it's just, there's no doubt in my head he's going to continue that trend. And I'm quite scared as an Optic fan to see how FaZe play this year. I really am. I think they're going to be really good, but I think Optic are also going to be up there. And it's going to be very exciting. So just to confirm my top 10, we have Simp, Hydra, Scrappy, Shotzi, Celium, Abizi, Dashi, Pred, Kenny, Draza. Very, very interchangeable. Like I said, I'm looking back at it. The only reason I've got Optics so low on the list as a 3 of Dashi, Pred, and Kenny is because I just believe as a team, they're going to be so balanced that no one player is going to stand out. We're back.
I believe if anyone does stand out a little
we're
bit,
back.
Shotzi. I think similar to last year, he's going to have a little...
Octi would have followed my guy. Thank you. What's good, Sifu? All right, let me set up the next VOD, chat. Let me set up the next VOD. Give me 1 second. Let me just set up the next VOD. So, we'll do one more VOD today, chat. Yeah, my bad. Someone just came around. I had to quickly talk to them. So, what I'm going to do... this is for Tazzy 27. Okay. All right, chat. We've got a 6-star hardpoint, chat. Hey, what's good, Jace? What's good, Takeout? What's good? Sifu, you don't need to delete Greco, just Greco, it's all right. It wasn't like a spam, it's all good, All right, let's do one now. We're going to quickly do Tazzy's review, and then we'll go from there. What map is this, bro? Am I tweaking? Vista, that's it, chat. Vista. You know what? Let me quickly download this because it'll be easier to use my app. Give me like 2 minutes, chat. Give me like 2 minutes. Let's get this downloaded. At least that way we can go through and we can look at it properly. About 1 minute and then we're good to go, chat. We're good to go. I need like a key mod to do all this stuff for me. I need someone to like do all my overlays, all my editing. Yo, I need an editor. Chat, who edits? Any of you guys an editor? Chat, who's an editor? Who's an editor right here? We work with any editors? Are we working with any editors, chat? Change the overlay real quick. Chat, do you know, here's something funny, chat. I know you guys don't play FIFA, chat, but if anyone that does play FIFA, while I'm coaching, I've got my other screen, I've got squad battles on. So that's just playing, like, look, I'm just playing the computer, I'm not really playing, I'm just leaving on the side, letting it go to like 80 minutes, and I'm scoring a goal quickly. See that efficiency, chat? That's really cool. That's really cool efficiency. Let my squad battles play out. When it gets like 80 minutes, I quickly score a goal, and then we go from there. All right. This should be good. If I go to coach and subscribers, we should be good there. Vista, perfect. Give it like 1 minute. It's just going to finish this off, chat. Yeah, give it like 40 seconds and we're chilling. Give it like 40 seconds and then we're chilling, chat. I mean, we can just leave this on for a second, actually. I'm just letting the video download, chat. Just give it like 1 minute. Let's quickly score against his bot in squad battles. We've got hella VOD reviews to do, chat. I'll probably do maybe one more today, and then we'll go from there. It's just computers. It's just computer. I'm not frying someone online. Okay, the VOD's 85% done, chat. Give it a second. All right, we should be good. We should be good. We should be good. Okay, what is that? All right, Tazzy VOD 1. All right, we're chilling, chat. We're chilling. So, this is going to be another VOD review. Playing any rank? What's good, Winter? Yes, we will. We will soon. Just not right now. Actually, I'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna do any rank today. We're doing a coaching session right now. I'm just trying to set it up really quickly. All right, perfect. Perfect. We should be good now. We should be good, chat. Open with VLC. Okay, there you go. We should be chilling now. Have you guys seen the new Black Ops 6 leak maps? What are we thinking about that? You guys get a chance to see the new Black Ops 6 leak maps? I've watched you enough. I just need to get a voice changer. What does that mean? Wait, voice changer for what? What's good? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. All right, I think we're good. Let's just test the audio. Chat, we all good? I think we are all good. We should be chilling. Let's make sure that's all okay. Perfect. Yeah, I think you're right, K4. I think it's going to be a very sub-heavy map. I think it will be a sub-heavy game, sorry. I think it'll be a very sub-heavy game. After what we had, I'm not against it. I'm really not. Okay. Okay, cool. We're chilling. We're vibing. Give me 20 seconds. We're going to go through. I'm going to take this quick call. Like 20 seconds, and then we'll run it. Okay, chat? All right, let's go. I'm back. Okay. Let's run this. Chat, ready? Ready. Let's go. I think what I might do, chat, I might start off the streams with like 1 or 2 VOD reviews a day. Because I've got like 8 VOD reviews to do, chat. I've got so many and I've been behind. So I think if I start the streams off with like 1 or 2 a day, whoever wants to watch it can watch it, and then we move on to gameplay. Even going into Black Ops 6, we might start the stream, 1 VOD review, go from there. I think that's a good way of doing it, but we'll see what we do. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's go. Yo, YouTube, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have another VOD review. We're going to be with that boy Taz. I'm going to see what rank he is. I actually didn't get a chance to see what rank he is. So we're just going to kind of play the gameplay out and we'll go from there. But yeah, let's start this one off. So immediately, he's going to be playing on a Vista hardpoint. I just did a team VOD review. So this one's going to be a little bit different. It's a solo player. And interesting enough, you guys can see as well, he's actually on keyboard and mouse. So for you guys that don't realize, keyboard and mouse, but obviously it shows there. It's going to be a lot different. Why? Because aim assist isn't going to be a factor. We're going to be looking a bit more at the other mechanics. is and what he can do. So I've actually coached him last year, and one thing we really spoke about is how we can utilize the keyboard and mouse to, you know, gain the advantage and just kind of have longer distance fights. I think that's going to be the key thing for him. So let's go through and see what we're working with. Okay, platinum lobby. Looks like a platinum diamond-ish lobby because of the season reset. Okay, cool. So right now 2 people go down, 1 on each side. So we're chilling right now. Let's see what's going on. Let's get a nice little grip to the game, then we'll go from there. I like this play, by the way. I really like this play. So let's just start away by looking at the team setup and what's going on here. So we're going to make him the blue one. We'll make him the blue player number 1. Make it nice and simple, okay? So right now he's going to go through. He's going to be standing right there. He has his teammate basically behind him. There's another teammate going through that area there and another teammate pinching, okay? So in this scenario, we're kind of guessing here. We don't know exactly, but we're kind of guessing here. We're like, right, where could the red team be? Well, based on the hill, there should be one around there because they're normally behind that area of the hill. He hit someone with a stun, I believe. So I'm assuming maybe 1 or 2 people coming through there. And then I'm going to guess one person coming through like around there. Okay. That's something I'm guessing, something like that. Now, in terms of the spawns, what we're working with, we're on P1 right now. There are 2 main spawn points. One's going to be around there. One's going to be around there. Wherever you spawn, wherever your team spawns, is going to be very, very important because it dictates the rest of the map. Let's play out. So we're going to go through again. Kill feeds everything here. It goes across. So it takes out 1. Great shots there. Good strafing. Good kill. There's 1. If we look right there, we can see there's 1 more player there. He's used his equipment already. So right now, what I would like to see him do is play his life, because if you look right there with his teammate, you can actually see his teammate set up in a great spot. His teammate should be able to, right there, his teammate should be able to provide some crossfire. So if the opponent decides to push out, his teammate's actually got a really good cross for him, which is really, really good, well coordinated, even though they're playing solo queue. So I'm very happy with that. He's going to play his life. This is excellent so far. Goes through and unfortunately gets hit with a grenade. I did kind of expect that, to be honest, because he was so weak there. It's something you can't really avoid it if you're standing there, you get naded, but I would say just be a bit more cautious, especially when you're weak there, maybe reposition, especially because he got stunned here, right? So that's the only reason I expected the nade, because he got stunned there. Most of the time people follow up with a grenade, just as a rule of thumb. So it could have maybe went a little bit up, but again, not a bad play. He gets taken out. There's 2 people down, 2 from each team. Let's see what happens there. So 24 seconds left. Like you just saw, he spawned right there. So if you guys are struggling with spawns, that's how you can identify it. Look where you're spawning and say, okay, that's a spawn point. Look where your enemies are spawning and stuff like that, okay? And there you go. So he goes through again. Let's see what he does now. So he's going to go across. You see he's, again, watching the middle there. And one thing I'm trying to get people to avoid doing, it gets really easy. It's a really easy habit. But when you're sprinting, especially when you know where someone is, avoiding that tack sprint. As you're going to see right now, as he comes around this corner, he knows somebody's on the hill, right? So again, we're going to reset this slightly. He's got a teammate there. His teammate's probably dead. There's maybe 1 or 2 on the hill there. So something like that, maybe. Something like that. We don't know exactly. But the point is this, like his teammate gets a big 2. So his teammate gets a 2, they're going to spawn out, probably behind him here. But as soon as he goes through, right there. So right now we can see the dot, right? The dot is by that door. That door is open. That means to me that the opponent is coming through that door. So the first thing you want to do in this scenario is work on your centering and be ready. So in this situation, okay, what I'm expecting from this player here, number 1, the player that we're kind of VOD reviewing right now, is a few things. 1, his equipment usage is actually really good. I'm very happy with that. It's using his stun and nades at this choke point, because it's a very obvious choke point. Using his stun and nades there. Then, as he goes around this corner, I'm expecting him to be centering at this door, expecting and ready for a gunfight, right? Because he knows the opponents are coming through there. So let's see what he does. He goes through, and right there, that sprint is what messes him up. Because he took his time, I would have preferred him playing the head glitch, maybe shouldering it, but you see that player's right there, and look, he's sprinting in, and gets caught off guard. Again, small detail, it's only 1 kill, but you're going to see the negative domino effect it actually has. Now his team dies, and you can see they get 4-pieced. So it really does have a negative effect. You have to be a lot more careful when you're approaching the hill. Okay, now they're going to be in another spot. This is where it gets really interesting. The player we're spectating, he knows that this is a very popular area to pre-aim, because he was doing that himself. Remember when he was standing here? Now the roles have switched. Now the map has flipped on its head. His teammates are now coming through this side. I'm going to see how he plays this. Knowing how easy this spot is to hold from the other side, I want to see if he runs out. I don't want him to just push out. I want to see how he plays this and what he does here. So let's go through. So again, you can see he's using his brain here and thinking, right, when I was on that side, I was holding the angle. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to let them have it. I'm going to make sure I'm holding it, okay? So he goes through. Great play. I prefer the right side a lot more. Shoulders it. Fantastic kill. And overall, I'm really happy with the way he's playing. A lot better than what I used to see. To be honest with you, from Modern Warfare 2, this is a lot better. A lot better. Goes through. So right there, Taz, you played it really well. Great first kill. So one thing I will say, though, is just like, again, just the weapon you have right now is a submachine gun. You're going for a striker build, so you're going to be a bit more up close and personal. Now you do have the mouse and keyboard, so this can be used like a mini AR kind of weapon. It's a weird one because we're on mouse and keyboard. The game does look a little bit different, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's gonna go through and look right there. As soon as you see that mini-map, again, gotta be a bit more reactive, a bit more cautious there, and not just go out in the open. I think you kind of threw your life there, and something we want to try to avoid, okay? So now you go through and I get 3-pieced. So again, right there, I know you're in between two minds, but you either commit to the point immediately, let someone watch over you, or you watch over your teammates like that. Right now, we're gonna go through. We expect one to be through the middle area. Again, we want to avoid this sprinting. This is one thing I really want to see you start to avoid, is this sprinting here. Yes, it doesn't affect you right now. You don't die from it. However, there is a very high chance you die. If we pause it right now, there are a few spots where we expect the enemy to be. Right now, when I'm looking through this, I expect the enemy to be, one is on this head glitch here. Two, more than like anything, is that window right there. I expect someone to be at that window, and we have no idea if they are. That's the key thing. So right now, if we pause it right now, imagine if somebody was at that window. Like, imagine if you had an assault rifle player at that window right now, looking at you. If you look at your mini-map right now, you are the furthest pushed up, right? So what that means is, if we go to tac maps now, we can look at it from like another angle and stuff. Let's kind of play this out and see what's happening. So again, you're the blue team. You are by yourself right there. We don't know where the red team is. So I'm going to kind of have a setup that I expect from them. We don't know whether this is true or not. This is something I expect from them. I expect someone there. We know nobody's around there. So let's say somebody's around there. Maybe somebody's on the head glitch there. And then maybe somebody holding middle like that, right? That's something I expect. We don't know, I expect it. So my point is this: if you're going to run into the open, you're more than likely going to die. In this scenario, you didn't, but you have to be a lot more cautious than that. We can't just be running in, especially when we have no map control, okay? So I'm going to rewind it. Now, how do we know we have no map control? Because of this. They get 2 kills. We can see 3 enemies there. We can see 1, 2, and the player in the hills. That's 3 people there. Now, look at the kill feed. There is no kills in our team. What does that mean? It means they have 3 people up right now. Probably 4. So right now we have no kills. We get 1, my teammate gets 1 kill. So best case scenario, okay, gets 2 now. So best case scenario, there's only 2 of them there. This is still a good push from you in terms of like getting aggressive, but there's still 2 of them there. We do not know if that player is by the window, right? He got 2 kills, yes, but there's 1 player in the hill and there's 1 person watching over him. So for me, just being a bit cautious for that 4th player. We don't know where the 4th is. There's a very high chance he's at that window, and you simply just run into the gunfight, giving them a chance. So again, being a little bit cautious there. I think you got quite fortunate he wasn't at the window, but what I'm trying to do is trying to get you to be a bit more, just thinking about a few more things there, okay? Let's see what happens there with the grenade. What happened there to kind of help maybe prevent next time there. So it goes through. Okay, so you stun that side. Again, just a little bit more like slide cancel heavy. I think overall your gun skill seems a lot better than last time, but one thing I'm still noticing is there's not a lot of slide cancel in your movement. It feels very stiff to me. When you're playing, it feels like very, very stiff to me. Like there's no slide cancels, no jump shots, no like, there's just no fluidity. So I want to see you practice the movement. Now, I don't play keyboard and mouse, and I know people say it's quite hard, but again, that's a skill gap. I know you said you spoke about switching to controller, but I do believe that your movement could definitely be worked on, okay? I think right now your shot is actually okay. It's just kind of be a bit more fluid. Even right there, you're seeing the jump shots. They're just not as fluent as I would like to see. Let's go through and see what happens in the next hill. So you're spawning all the way out now. You're going to go across. Your teammate's dead on the left. There's one on the right. Let's see how you go to approach this. So right now we're trying to set up a bit of a pinch here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to break into P4, sorry. No, it's P3. I'm tweaking. Yeah, P3. We're trying to break into P3, and let's see what you guys currently have. So you guys being the blue team, if we look on the mini map, we have 1 teammate in front. We have 1 teammate, which is me in this case, Taz, go through there. You have a teammate behind us, and we have 1 going through the left, okay? So right now, what we're trying to do is break the hill. We don't know where they are. We're just going to guess. Guessing is always important because it gives us a bit of a picture. I'm guessing something like this. I'm going to guess something like this, okay? Whether I'm accurate or not, we'll find out in a second. We're going to go through. Let's see what happens there. So you're going across. So what I would recommend in this scenario is using your equipment to, 1, get information, and 2, use it to break the hill and kind of work with your teammate. So your teammate gets a massive 2-piece. I don't know if that's just now. I think that's just now, actually. Let me rewind it. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. That really helps a lot, by the way. Your teammate's 2-piece there helps massively. I just opened up the whole map. So there's 1. And as soon as he goes through, he gets a 2nd. So I think that's, okay, right there. So your teammate gets a 2-piece. So now you know the player on the hill knows where your teammate is. This is really important. The player on the hill, he's going to see the red dot on the map. In this case, it's going to be here. Why? Because that's where your teammate is. So I expect the player on the hill to be pre-aiming. Let's imagine he's right there. I expect him to be pre-aiming these stairs. Why? Because he's looking at the red dot. I think he's going to be holding these stairs. So if I'm you right now, I'm going to this balcony, going through a different angle so that your teammate can go there, you can go there, and you can pinch the player in the hill. At maximum, there's going to be 2 of them at the hill, at maximum. So even if you can get 1 or 2, like 1 kill there, you're in a good spot because your teammates can pinch them. So let's see what you do here. I want to see more speed and efficiency from this play. Let's see what you do. So good play from you was okay. Your teammate ends up going right. It's okay. You did the right play though. I like the way you did. Nice little bait and switch there. It worked out perfectly. In this scenario, I want to see you watch your left here. You haven't checked your left. I want to see you watch it. A little bit unfortunate. Again, that's just a gun skill issue that, you know, we can't really discuss too much. That's just one of those where I think you just got to be winning that. To be honest, you're in a good position. It's just one of those mechanically, again, I can't really talk too much about that because mouse and keyboard, I don't really have a say on that one. Teammate goes through. He ends up spawning you guys on the good side. So not a bad scenario. Again, you're going to go through. When you have a teammate with you, you want to work as a bait and switch now. So either you slide out and your teammate watches over you, or your teammate slides out and you watch over them. Considering your teammate is in front of you, it makes sense to let them slide out first and then you be a second behind them as the overview watching over them. Let's see what you end up doing. And that's exactly what I wanted you to do a little bit after. Now, again, in this scenario, it works out okay. But for me, against a better player, this is just a little bit risky. And it's just something I kind of expected to happen. Something I want to speak about is just a bait and switch. So like right now, if my teammate's in front of me, I personally prefer letting my teammate go a second ahead of me. Just a second ahead of me. Because then you can like, okay, let me play this out. Right now, you see your sentry. This is really important. Imagine if this player was, let's say, a Crimson, okay? And he had an AR. You going in first with an SMG from this range, and you can see your centering is slightly lower than it needs to be. That player is actually pre-aiming you. He has the advantage here. They should have killed you. But in this scenario, you actually got some shots off. They didn't end up killing you. Good play from you, but I think that's a misplay from them. So look at that. You see how you got that kill? That play didn't even shoot you. My point is just generally, I don't mind you waiting for a second, letting the player in front go through, because when they lock onto them, you can then trade for them. So again, just a side note to help you in general, when you're breaking hills and stuff like that, try to work with your teammate, try to bait and switch, okay? Good play though, great play, 3 down. So right now, where are they going to be spawning? I want you to remember where you spawned earlier, right? You spawned on the whole other side of the map. So this is where I think pushing the map is really, really important. I want you guys to think about what's actually happening right now. Let's look at the minimap again. But let's look at tac maps first. So right now, we're the blue team, and we have a setup like this. This is something about the platinum lobbies. I think it's normally in gold lobbies and lower, so I'm surprised it's in this lobby, but 4 people stacking the hill is something I see a lot in the lower lobbies, and I kind of want to address it. So right now, you have a player right there. You have a player on the stairs around there. You have another player going through like that, and then you have one more, in this case, you holding this angle here, right? Yes, you have a good setup, but the problem is you just got 4 down. You guys just got 4 kills, so you know they're spawning there, okay? The new hard point is going to be there. So if I asked you right now, where would you like to have them trapped? I assume you would say you would like to have the red team trapped around there for the next 100 seconds. If you could have that, I think personally that'd be perfect, right? So the thing is, you can have that, but it comes down to map pressure. And that's one thing I think I want to see a bit more from you, is applying the map pressure in correct positions. So you know earlier on when I told you you shouldn't have pushed out, that's when you had no map control. But as soon as you get 4 down, this should be a queue. So what you should be doing is looking at your kill feed, seeing all blue and yellow. That means your team has got 3 kills. So they are going to spawn in this spot here. The enemies are going to spawn there. So you have about 6 seconds to get to a power spot, whether you want to stand on this head glitch, or you want to go this head glitch, or you want to go on this stairs. Wherever you want to go, you need to go forward and play a better spot. Why? Because of this. If you die, you're going to spawn right here, okay? That's fine. But if you don't die, if you get a kill, you will spawn them further out there. I would rather you push out, play your life, and be annoying. And the good thing is, what happens is you actually have another life to throw away. This is something that the pros actually talk about quite a bit. It's about, they have a term of like throwing their life away. You right now have a free life to work with. If you die in this setup, let's say you stand on this head glitch and you die without getting any kills, okay? By the time you spawn up and they push through, you will then be back on the stairs. So you basically are back in square one. Really important stuff. If you die and come back, you'll be back to square one. That means there is no real negative to you pushing out. You maybe lose 2 or 3 seconds maximum. However, the positive is this. If you get at least 1 kill here, imagine you get 1 kill, this player spawns out, the other 3 players are now 3v4. It's hard enough to break a hill 4v4. Making it 3v4 just really lowers their chance of breaking the hill. That's why this player here is so important. If you watch a Hydra, a Shotzi, and a Beezy, players like that, I think Shotzi on Invasion Control is a perfect example this year. When he gets those spots, right, he gets a kill, repositions, gets another kill, repositions. All he's doing is buying time for his team. They're all looking for him. The red team are all looking for him, and the blue team are sitting on the hill. He's buying time. That's what I wanted to see you do here, okay? But look what you do in this scenario. You sit in a great spot, but you had the luxury to push out a little bit. That's the only thing I would say, bro. You're in a great spot right now. Again, I want to see a bit more urgency. You guys got 4 down. I want to see you pushing a bit further and say, right, I have a submachine gun. Instead of being trapped right here, why don't I push forward, get to this head glitch, stun and nade that cut, and really, really be effective? That's the one thing I would say. I think could have sold you a bit more there, bro, okay? So you chuck a stun and nade. Again, just go to those stairs. Like, stair glitch that stairs, and you're in a better spot. Look what you're doing. You're holding the angle. Such a long distance gunfight. You don't need to take it. Again, yes, maybe you win it. But now, can you see how reserved you're playing? And against a better team, this is really going to cost you, because then they only need 1 wave of kills and they're basically through on goal. Not goal. Sorry, I had too much FIFA in my head. 1 kill and then they're through with the spawns, okay? So we want to make sure that we're ensuring more map control, because now you're seeing it. Now you're going through, you're in a 1v1 of the spawns, and it's a bit mixy. Now you're at the back of the map and you end up dying, and you're probably going to spawn on the other side now. So again, there you go. You just saw what happened. You spawned out now, they have the hill, and they're getting back into the game. I think this could have really been avoided simply by pushing up the map a little bit, okay? Again, bro, using your equipment, using your head glitches, stuff like that. I also want to see you be a bit more flexible. I know you're using a striker throughout the whole match. Sometimes I feel like there's times where you maybe could have got an MCW out. I'm not going to be too critical about that, but it's just something to think about. If you feel like there's certain times or certain hills where you're like, you know what, I could really use an AR, don't be afraid to switch. There's no commitment. You don't have to run a sub the whole game. You could switch between hills. That would definitely help you out. Bait and switch with your teammate. This is fine. You're going to go through. This should be on your left tail, your right. You're going to use the mini map. Don't just jump out. Don't just jump out. Nope. Nope. So right now you guys are setting up a pinch, okay? And a big part of the pinch is doing this, is going through different angles. So right now your team is going through the right, is going through different angles. So now you see one there, you see one on the right, you're going to back away. I understand this is fine, but right now they have the numbers. They know where you're coming from. Your job right now is to get kills and keep this contested. I want you to think about it like this, okay? For you, a win right now, in this specific kill, a win right now is this being contested, because there's 4 of them and 2 of you. You jumping off like this, you are basically guaranteed to die, and it's just small deaths like this. If you can avoid, you probably have 5 or 10 of these a game without realizing, based on this play alone. Like you jumping off right now, with your 2v4, right? Your teammates on the hill. What I would say to you is, let's play the long game here. Our teammates aren't here yet. Our teammates aren't here yet. We are 2v4. Why don't we just contest this hill? Why don't we keep this contested for another 10 seconds, put the pressure on them, they have to make a play, they have to come out of their comfort zone, and then by then my teammates can help us. Instead, what you do is you go through, and look what you do now. You jump off, there's an enemy there, there's an enemy on your right, and there's an enemy on your left. That's 3 enemies, by the way, you just get killed from. And there's a 4th there. So you got shot from all 4 enemies. Now you are dead, and your teammate's dead. Guess what? These 2 players now are now in a 2 versus 4. So not only have you died on your 2v4, you've left your enemies in the 2v4. They can now no longer break the hill as well. So it's just a cycle. So playing patiently, because now look, now Ono's there. He's doing the same thing. He's going to die here. 3, 2, 1. There you go. He's dead as well. So now what? Now your teammate's in a 1v4. You see, it's a constant cycle. When you die in those scenarios, your teammates also don't slow down as well. And then everybody does the same mistake. And you're all constantly going 1 by 1, 1 by 1. And then it's impossible to break the hill. You see, now you're back to square one, and guess what? They pushed up. You see the difference as well, what they did and you did last hardpoint? Remember last hardpoint I said about pushing up? Look how crucial the push up is there. Look at this. You're not expecting the gunfight. Look, you're holding your nade. He's right there. You can't even shoot him. He's pushed up, and they get all that time. Maybe 3 or 4 mistakes his whole 2 hardpoints, and it cost you, I would say, about 60 seconds total. Let's start rotating and see what we can work with. Good kill. And this is pushed up. This is fine. This is a lot better from you. Maybe a bit... Could have done a little bit more in terms of positioning there. You get the first shots off. Great kill. Right now, you have to commit to either the stair, like the head glitch here, or the bridge. I think standing in this door, again, sometimes I think you do this a lot. You kind of pre-aim really, really powerful positions, but not by standing in them yourself. Like right now, you expect them to come through this door. This isn't a good spot for you, because if I'm head glitching that door, it's going to be a very easy shot. However, if you actually played your life here and went towards this head glitch here, and you were snaking up and down, up and down, up and down, it'll be very hard for that guy to shoot you, you see? So it's just about playing a little bit smarter in these power positions and really utilizing them. Because you're holding the bridge, again, that's fine. Right now, slide cancel to the door. Slide cancel to the head glitch, hold it. Instead, he's on the head glitch, he gets a kill. I don't think he had better gun skill, but he had a lot better position. Now you're going to spawn at the back. And again, now you're just 10 seconds late to the fight, and you're just putting a little bit more pressure on your teammates. Let's keep going. So I look at this and you're on 6 kills right now, but I don't think that's a gun skill problem. I really don't. I think it's just one of those where you're not trusting your positioning enough. Like, this is a lot better from you going through. You know they're going to be spawning here again. Open up the angle. This is so important. I want everyone to notice this as well. He's identified them spawning on the right. Now, whether that's true or not, we're going to find out. But if I'm the opponent and I'm coming through this area, I am going to jump or slide cancel across and be ready for this gunfight, right? I'm going to be ready for this gunfight here. However, if I was standing on a corner like this, and I'm watching this gunfight, I'm watching the angle, it's a lot harder for them to see me. So again, angles are everything right now. Let's see what happens. And how do we know where they're spawning? This is very crucial. Let's look at the minimap together. So look at the minimap, look at the minimap. Your teammate spawning there means you are correct. They are spawning here. But the problem you have is your teammate now, he could get shot from this angle. And again, this is where angles are so important. If somebody's standing right there on the other side of the wall, he could probably shoot your teammate and kill him. So then this guy is quite exposed. However, if you were stood up there, if you were in this corner there, you could have watched this right side. So instead of sitting here, if you could have sat in this corner here, watch this right cross, your teammate then would have just focused on the outer skirts. I do believe your teammate's kind of worrying right now because I saw him constantly changing his arrows and he ends up dying. And now you panic. You panic for the trade. And again, probably because of timing, you're getting killed from the right. Okay. You get fortunate timing. But again, just little plays like that. You had the right idea, by the way, bro. You had the right idea. You know exactly where they're coming from. You read the spawns really well. I think right now it's a bit risky going for the trade straight away because they could have come for your right as you predicted. But you get this kill. As soon as you get this kill, there is absolutely zero benefit to turning around here because they could be on your right any second. Just like you were pre-aiming for the last like 20 seconds, they could be coming through the right, okay? So but look, you turning around and look what you're doing now. You're watching an angle that your teammates just came from. There's no one coming through there. Your teammates are right there. You're just leaving them there. You should be helping them out. And now you go through again. And again, just being a bit more fluent there. Same problem, same scenario. Works out okay, I guess. I think your teammates just played that really poor. Like, I think your teammates played that really poor, so you kind of got away with it. I think that, to be honest, that's kind of the main thing there. But anyways, moving on to P1. This is a good position. I very, very much like this position you're in. It's a very obvious position, but the reason it's obvious is because it's so good. There's just nowhere else to go in this hard point, so it's obvious for a reason. Let's see what you can do here. So what do you think went wrong there? For me, again, it comes down to angles. I think your position was fine. It really comes down to the angles you're holding. So as soon as you see that player, I would back away and play the head glitch. I see why you did it because you thought you were getting pinched there. But again, angles for me is everything. You're trying to center onto the door, but it's just not going to work. Like for me right now, as soon as your teammates have this cover, I would rather see you right there. I'd rather see you head glitching the ledge on the left instead of being prone. Instead of being here, I'd rather see you head glitching this bit here. I just feel like it's so much more valuable in my opinion. Like you could just really utilize a head glitch, but right now you get cambered so easily. Like because you're prone, it messes up your aim, you can't really turn around. And now look, now you guys are down again. You guys lose the hill. There's 3 of them pushing you. There's a lot of constant kind of themes here going on. Okay, let's see what you do. A good stun, great piece of equipment. You're gonna hold it. Let's see you get some shots off. Pre-aiming the head glitch is really important, something we speak about a lot. Again, just being a little bit disciplined there. You knew where they were coming from. You were holding the angle. You couldn't find anything, but going up those stairs isn't the right play. You got to hold that angle and get some more power shots off and just really try and make something work there. Same thing. Let's see what you do. Your teammate is pinching, so maybe you shoulder this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I think you had the right intention. I just don't think the execution was perfect. I do understand what you were doing there. You were trying to bait and switch for your teammate, but again, execution was everything. When you go in, you don't see him. Okay, I mean, they just set up in the middle there, so yeah, and you kind of walked into that one, but it's okay. I kind of get what you're doing. I kind of get it. 10 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Okay, so once again, we know where they're going to be. Where are they going to be? They're going to be set up on this right side of the map. It's very, very hard to break these hills. It simply comes down to the first blood. Like, because they've got 3 lanes and they all lock it down, it's really hard to do anything. So I'm expecting something like this right now. I know one's in the hills, I'm expecting like this. And this is really the setup I'm expecting right now from the red team, okay? So I'm thinking if I'm blue, if I'm you right now, okay, what do we do here? Well, we need to find that first kill. If I can somehow get that first kill, if I can somehow find one person and, you know, get that kill, take him out, at least then they have to worry about more angles. So let's see what you do here. So this is where I'm going to be really careful, shouldering it, being careful with your equipment, stuff like that. You're kind of doing that now. So you're doing a good job of that. You're snaking it, okay? I see that. Again, go crouch here. And this is what I mean by like switching weapons. Like right there, you can see this weapon is just isn't the one for the job. Yes, it's probably got a okay shot on keyboard and mouse, but you can just see that's just not going to be the like sufficient way to use that weapon. It really isn't. So I personally wouldn't go up there with a rival. I would go like lower and stuff like that. So maybe using your weapon, utilizing it a bit more. You know where they're going to be again. backing away here, you're just giving up map control. They are more than likely going to be pre-aiming this. It's not a good route to take. It really isn't. Like, you have the high ground here. You will find where you are. It's just, again, it comes down to the pressure you're providing. Like, you're not providing enough valuable pressure. Like, you were on the window, right? That window was fine, but you just weren't providing that pressure that you need. Like, right now, this is fine. You should be stunning this and nading this. And as your teammate's pushing out, you should be trying your best to maybe get onto that hill on the right side. Like, try to be annoying and get there. That way, you can watch this whole cross. You can watch this area. But instead, you're backing away. You're playing scared. I don't mind you playing passive here because it's quite a risky push. But as soon as your teammates push up, you need to try and make something happen there. You really do. Because look what you do. You back away. Like, right now, you're not checking your left. Just simply look at your left. If you don't see anyone, jump in the hill. Jump in the hill. Right now, you back away. Your teammate dies. Why? Because you didn't look at your left. In that scenario, the whole time you didn't look at your middle and he was standing right underneath you. Again, you've got your equipment here. So just using your stun, using your nade, trying to get more kills. In this scenario, again, you have a stun and a nade. Chuck a stun, throw some shoulders, maintain map pressure, because as soon as you back away now, you're just giving them more map pressure. Now, look how stuck you guys are. There's zero way. If we go back to attack maps, like, there's no way they're letting you through. If I'm number 4, I'm literally sitting up here and you can actually hold the hill and that's it. I'm literally sitting up there. I've got someone over there. Honestly, how are you really breaking this? Especially not by going there. That's not the right route. You need to work with your teammate, get something going, but the equipment is step number 1. You go through. Again, if I'm a better player here, if I'm watching a better player, they are pre-aiming you and they get the kill. If this is the better player right now, this guy's on the floor, pre-aiming you, he fries you as soon as you come around that corner. Let's play it out. You're going through, again, you're shouldering it, you're trying to make something happen, and now your whole team die and you're trying to go through that cut. This cut is just not a good cut, right? You get cameraed, you're by yourself. It's really just not a good cut. They're going to spawn behind you. You get a really weird spawn here. You're going to get a split spawn. Let's see how you approach this. This is better in terms of how the team push. That's great. That's great. That's 2 people down. Again, stun that window. That's okay. You should get the trades. Right now, watching middle again. Look at your minimap right now. I like you watching this for a second, but your teammates are both there. Your number 1 priority right now should be your middle map. Okay, that's fine. You're holding it. That's fine. Good kill. Great kill. Yes, he ends up killing you from that angle, but your teammate gets a trade, which is fine. That wasn't a bad play from you. That was a good play. You were actually watching both. I wasn't sure, which is fine. 5 seconds left. Let's see how you approach this. So, you know they're going to be set up. Again, this stair glitch is really, really annoying to play against. And a lot of these challenges, I think they're really risky. They're just really risky challenges that you take in sometimes, but I want to see a few more shoulders from you as well, bro. At times, there's certain times where I don't think you're shouldering like consistently. You're shouldering sometimes, but this was great. This was great use of equipment. Your teammate's coming through the left right now, so this is a good job from you. Like, if you can just shoulder these stairs and make yourself a target, let that player, he's right there, right? Let him look at you. Let him look at you. Your teammate has a clear shot to kill him. Like, bait and switch right now. Let's see what you do here. I think this could work out well for you. Great play. Really good play. There's 1. Perfect play. Again, great. That's fine. Perfect play. There's 3 down. Really good stuff. And now, just like we said earlier, we know where they're spawning. Let's see what you do here. We want to see more pressure because this is where the game really flipped. Up until this point, last rotation, you guys were fine. As soon as you gave up this hill last time, because by the way, you guys got 4 down. You gave up the hill, and then you guys want the same since. You gave them so much time. So let's see what happens here. You're holding the hill. Again, your teammates are there. I want to see you push out here. I want to see you push out. Okay, you're going to go that way. So we know they're spawning on the left, all right? So we know they're spawning. We know they're spawning where they were earlier. We know they're spawning around there. I want to see you hold the middle map here and just be really annoying. Like, even if you go to these stair glitch here, where is it? Like, there's stair glitch right there. Like, I think you could do a good job there. But instead, you kind of like, again, watching the flank and stuff like that. Your teammates at the back there, so they can't really be there, to be honest. They have to be on the other side. I think you know that as well, because you're doing the same thing. So you see right now, this is the exact same thing we spoke about earlier. You're not making a terrible play, but if I ask you what the more optimal play is, it's definitely to use a stair glitch. It's definitely to push forward and use that stair glitch. You're seeing constantly, you're holding this angle with no cover, and then it's just really difficult. And then you guys get pinched. Why? Because you're not putting enough pressure on the middle map. Now look, you see what's happening? You guys are getting pinched constantly. Yes, you escaped this one, but like I said, against a better team, those kind of poor fundamentals are really going to mess you up a little bit, okay? So like, again, you get the kills, you need to push up, bro. You say your teammate pushes up, like right now you're worried about this area. So you either need to go through this area, and if we look at attack maps, you either need to push this cut here. So you're here right now, okay? You're here. You either need to go through there, or you need to go through this area here and stop them from going through middle. Instead, you're doing this. You're standing here, watching this cut here. This is what you're doing. You're watching this flank instead of standing here, pushing up. I would rather see you, even in this window or over here, like pushing up a little bit, keeping them trapped on this right side of the pitch. I keep saying pitch, bro. I'm playing too much FIFA. Keep them trapped on the right side of the map, okay? Because it's just one of those where you're going to get caught out against a better team and they're going to pinch you and they're going to get new rotation. Like even now, you guys should have rotation, but because you're playing so compact on the hill, just give them the rotation for free, basically. Great shots. There's one. Take your time. You're weak here. Great cruise, by the way. You did a really good job slaying out. Again, just want to be a little bit more efficient against the better players. You're pinching them. I love this. Oh my God, that mouse and keyboard is insane. Great. Hold the angle now. I want to see you right now. Hold one of the stair glitches or the right. I want to see you right now hold the stair glitch or hold the top third right here. I want to see you do something impactful by holding the lanes. That's one thing I want to see you improve on, is holding those power spots. So let's see what you do. You're weak. You're running with a pistol. I just think be a bit careful. Just hold the angle. Hold the angle. Look. Okay, this is fine. In terms of your spawn trapping, you know what you're doing. That's fine. That's a lot better than what I thought you were doing. That's fine. You get one. That's perfect right there. Perfect in terms of positioning and what you were doing. Again, execution could have been smoother, but I like what you're doing there. You're going for the spawn trap. You're being annoying. I just want to see a bit smoother execution. Like right now, like just be smoother. You got a trophy system. You know where they're coming from. Just center a bit smoother. Like right now, my man's going for the burger, bro. He's looking at the burger on the plate. Like you need to lock in it, bro. There's no reason to aim over here, right? You need to aim at the window or on the stairs and just be a bit more locked in than what you're currently doing. That's the only thing I would say. Just small changes like this, like walking backwards. There's no need to do this because then you're more prone to getting killed from someone that pushes you. You know exactly where they're coming from right now. As soon as you get one, back away, reposition. You don't need to turn around there. They haven't pushed you yet. Reposition, hold that angle. And right there's a perfect example. You should have that kill. You should have that kill. You should be more ready for it. As soon as you get this first one, you should be more ready for that second player, because you know he's going to go for the trade right there. You see you're centering, you're sprinting, just be more ready, be more alert, expect that player to be there because you just got one kill. He's going to go for the trade. You see, that's the key difference. You call the first player off guard, absolutely, because he didn't expect it. That was a great play. As soon as you get that first kill, the second player is going to expect it because he sees you on the minimap. He sees you on the red dot. He sees you in the window. He's going to be pre-aiming you. So you can't just be standing there. You have to be ready for the trade. You have to be aiming in, ready for the trade, okay? That's the only thing I would say a little bit different is to do that. Because now you end up dying, you're going to spawn out a little bit, 20 seconds left. You end up getting the new spawns, which is nice, so you should be okay here, to be honest. I guess you could rotate here. Great start, by the way. That's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate one. Okay, let's see what you do here. Let's see what you do here. Cruise comes in. Nice, good cruise. You are behind them. Let's see what you do here. Again, just the way you approach this, and just being very critical of your movement. I want to see more like long jumps and slides. It's just very, very static. Like right now, look at this. You expect him to be in the left, right? I want to see you do a long jump here. Instead, you walk out pre-aiming. You see? That's the only thing I want to say. Like when I'm watching your gameplay, positionally and everything is actually not bad, but just certain times I'm like, I wish you were a bit smoother. There you go, you get an MTW out. So again, look at the difference now. So many times earlier on, you're getting an SMG out and you're holding that same angle. But with the MTW, look how much more smoother it was. Look how much more easier it was, okay? Great job there using the MTW, mixing it up. Let's see how you break this now. Again, just centering a little bit better. When you know someone's going to be there, being more ready for a gunfight. You're holding middle, this is fine. Great play. There's one. A bit unfortunate. You should be able to win this one. Okay, that's fine. There's one, the second. Perfect. What I personally would say is go through a different angle once again. This is a really good angle that you're sitting at. However, you can only shoot them when they push you. I personally, if you stay on this head glitch here, I prefer it because you can see them before they've even crossed. So you can see them behind this wall, basically, instead of waiting here. I personally think that's a really broken angle because you stop them from pushing forward. But you should be good to go. This is a great angle for you regardless. Again, just a bit of feedback. I think the other angle is slightly better. Because now, look, you see how you get one or two? You're just really trapping them in. This is great play. You're doing an excellent job of maintaining mid-map control. I can't complain. Obviously, the shot-wise, I can't really talk too much about because I don't play keyboard and mouse. When you go on controller, we can utilize aim assist and stuff like that. And overall, just work on drills to improve your shot. But I think I look at that and say, honestly, your gun skill wise, you were fine. You got a cruise missile, you did your thing, and you still went negative. But I don't think that was gun skill wise. I think when you were in power spots, you didn't really utilize them as well as you should have. I think that's the key thing there. There were times where you could have really set up in power spots, but instead of setting up, you kind of played reserved a little bit. And that's one thing I want to see you do is a bit more aggression there. But we're going to end that one there. YouTube, hope you guys did enjoy that VOD review. That's going to be that for that boy Taz. And yeah, catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace. Oh, I'm exhausted from that. That's 2 hours of me talking. What's going on? What's going on, chat? Who's getting banned? I'm so confused. Oh, I've encouraged stay glitch. Oh, absolutely. Yo, if you're... Bro, you better stay glitch if you're watching me. What? You better stay glitch. All right, chat. I wasn't even playing. I did this at the start of the game. I was doing my review. And then the bot scored 2. So, I think we might end the stream there. I do need to get a bit of Warzone gameplay as well, but I don't know what to do. It's already 10 p.m. I've got work tomorrow as well, chat. Oh, I need to see what I need to do. I need to record some Warzone. What's the play, chat? What should we do? How does it feel to talk to people from the past? Yeah, I'm actually aware though, you're right. That's actually kind of trippy, you know? That is kind of trippy. Chat, what should we do? Well, wrestle work. Yeah, you're right, but I'm always on the grind, bro. I'm always on that grind. Yeah, how many subs are we on, chat? I went 291. We're on 291. I'm a sellout, chat. Do you think we can get to 300 again? I can't lie. I love having, like, now that I've had 300 before, I just want to stay on 300, chat. What do you think, chat? You guys think any spare Twitch primes here in the chat? What are we saying? I'm a sellout, bro. Call in sick and stream. Wow, winter, bro. Oh, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Nah, I'm not gonna call in sick. I don't call in sick, to be fair. I don't like doing that. I actually am a little bit ill as well, funny enough, but I'm not gonna call in sick. I don't really call in sick from work. I don't ever do that. Okay. What should we do? Let's see what the chat's saying first. I know we missed a couple of chats from YouTube as well. I hope I get better during Black Ops 6. I really enjoyed the beta. That's good, man. I'm glad, Jace. I'm glad. I hope you do as well, bro. I think you'll get there, my boy. I think you will get there as well. I think of you as a caveman. What the hell? That's insane. No way. You sent it to Zuma? This guy's going to ban me, bro. That's crazy. Hey, what's good, Knock? What's up, bro? Yo, Greco, listen, you need to do some content if you want that stream going, my boy. Hey, thank you, Natazia. I appreciate that. Whisper me. What's he trying to do? Good afternoon, Sifu. I can figure out on how to edit. What's Sifu trying to do, mate? What's Sifu trying to do? The new map in rank, Kevin? What I would suggest is something called TAC maps. Something called TAC maps. Let's see if they got it on there, actually. I don't know if they do. Let's see. They don't actually have it. I've got a couple of other ones. There's something called coaching boards. I've seen game cods. Do they have it? Let's see. Okay, this map looks like it's got it. I guess some of them. It's called gamecoach.gg. I saw it on Reddit before. I haven't really used it. It's kind of complicated. I think it will be good for my coaching, but it's just a little bit complicated. It's not complicated, but it's just like, it's a little bit more fidgety. It's a little bit more fidgety with all the buttons and all that. It's definitely good though. It's definitely got a lot more. Because you could actually set up plays and stuff. Like, you could set up angles and plays and stuff like that. But like you could do arrows and stuff. But I see you in a bit, bro. In a bit. Nah, I'm done with yo, chat. I've done 3 VOD reviews, bro. My voice hurts. I've done 2 VOD reviews for like 3 hours. My voice hurts, chat. My throat hurts, bro. Hope you guys enjoyed the VOD reviews though. Normally I do them offline, but I thought I would do them on stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. I think I'm gonna call it there though, chat. I think I'm gonna call it there. You're good, Kevin. You're good, bro. I think I'm gonna call it there, chat. Hey, what's good? What's good, Snowy? Yeah, I'm gonna call that one there, chat, and I'm going to go do some content off stream, go do some editing and stuff, and then we will what will we do? We'll be live tomorrow. I think we'll be live tomorrow for some gameplay tomorrow. Maybe play some